self-serving, persuasive talkers
of everything and nothing.
We are conversation con artists.
So, what's up, everybody? This is the crossover show with Conversation Con Artists and Gumbint Name podcast. I am Cole Jackson from Gumbint Name podcast. We just gonna introduce ourselves. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mr. On Point.
There you go, brother.
One half of Conversation Con Artist Podcast. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. MISTER_on point.
And I am Calamity Red, the other half of Conversation Con Artist, and I could be found on Instagram and Twitter, Red_Calamity.
And I am Shogun, the other half of the Gumbint Name podcast. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram is Real Shogun Beats.
You didn't say your stuff.
I ain't get to say my stuff.
But you can find this guy.
You can find me on bynkradio.net. You can find me on Twitter, Cole Jackson12, and you can find me on IG, Cole Jackson_BYNK.
Who put the sad face?
What's the flower though?
I don't know.
We getting flowers.
We getting
put the angry face. Why
you mad, bro?
You mad? You mad?
So this is gonna be half of 2016 is 2017 is gone. So we are doing a.
That's how bad 2017 been. He don't even want to admit that it's 2017.
So we're gonna do. What we're doing is a live podcast. We were gonna do a joint podcast, and we ended up saying, "Fuck it, we'll just go ahead and just do a live IG stream."
So for those that listen on Tuesday, if it sounds a little crazy, it's because when we're recording this right now, it's live. So any references we make to like names of people and such. Because we're actually interacting with people.
But they can still watch this live broadcast because it'll be
You can. Check it out on the Facebook page, and by then it'll be on Gumbint Names page as well, I'm sure.
Yep. Because we don't have a Facebook page.
If you want to watch us.
We're just going to redirect them today.
Just do that.
Put a link up, nigga.
So if you want to watch it and listen to it, you will be able to do that when they come out on Tuesday.
That's it.
About to go hard.
Go hard, go hard.
Oh, I see who did the thumbs up that time.
Oh, we showed a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I'm going to find out who did that angry face. What up, Cliff?
Hey, Cliff.
What up? So, what we're going to do, we're going to start out, how we're going to do this is going to be different little categories that we're going to bring up, and then we're going to kind of throw our little 2 cents in, everybody, and then we're going to basically just talk about what was good and bad about it, kind of give it a grade.
And feel free to comment.
I feel like you can't see my face.
And this is an interactive show, so everybody, if you have a question or you have anything that you want to say or do or whatever, we read you. We got you up here. We gonna say what's up to you.
So and say it.
Yo, I'm about to find out who mad, nigga.
Somebody's sad. Somebody was crying.
Hey, during our topics, if y'all got something that we not talking about and we haven't mentioned that y'all want to throw in, you can throw it in there.
Yeah.
So
it's been 22 comments already.
Yeah.
Is it it must be still moving. Is it?
It's not moving. So
okay.
We ain't worried about
damn.
it.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Now you make it sad faces.
I was trying to figure out who did it.
So what we want to do? Got my trusty notes here. So
his old school.
I know, man.
Notebook
too. Yeah.
Now you're talking about. I'm talking.
It was
Stop downing my homeboy.
Thank you.
Carry on.
Who bringing it back? Well, that was a terrible high five.
Yeah, I gotta practice on the high five.
Let's start off with. Let's start it off really sad. We're gonna start with 2017. The death since 2017.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
So, the first one that I put down that kind of hit really hard, honestly, was like Charlie Murphy.
Damn.
Like, we lost Charlie Murphy this year.
Charlie Murphy.
Oh, man, with the notes.
Thanks, cuz. I appreciate that. Yeah. But we lost Charlie Murphy.
Hey, Julian. Michael. Sorry.
We lost Al Jarreau.
What up, Michael?
Ain't nobody gonna say. Charlie Murphy, man. We lost Charlie Murphy.
That was sad.
That was hard.
It was hard. I was such a fan of his. Like, not even just... I discovered him through Chappelle's show, but I have his... he had an autobiography called the Stand-Up... what was it? Something of a stand-up guy. But I have it and I read it. It's fucking hilarious. Like, you read it and it's in first person, so you read it in his voice.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. Yeah. So... I was really sad about that one.
Did y'all see Charlie Murphy before he died?
He was very thin.
Ain't no way somebody didn't know he was sick.
Yeah, we didn't know he was sick.
Watching Power right now, you can definitely tell he was sick.
You can tell he was sick.
Oh yeah, he lost a lot.
I mean, I don't know if he had the Eddie Long package. But he was definitely looking bad.
Why would you do that?
Nobody wants the Eddie Long package, brother.
Not on the way out, man.
I'm just saying.
Oh, come on, man.
That's a whole different conversation to be had.
I'm just saying. You look healthy one moment, the next moment you look like all you got left is bones and black on top of it.
Yeah, he looked like Tales from the Crypt.
Skeletal or something.
He looked bad.
No,
Charlie.
Charlie looked like Tales from the
You
Crypt.
said Eddie still walking around in this damn body armor.
Another death that I thought was kind of hard too.
Shady.
Another one
Hey, it's
was
true though.
another one was which y'all might not think this is important, but Q from World
Worldstar.
the guy who started Worldstar.
Worldstar.
Like, how are we supposed to watch ratchet videos without him?
We still
The same way we do now.
Ain't nothing stop.
First off, I don't respect you if your name is just one letter of the alphabet. I'm gonna tell you that right away.
Need a whole name.
Yes, at least two letters.
I mean, what? I don't know. I have conflicting feelings about Worldstar because of what it became and how people just.
It hasn't changed. It's
Yeah,
the same
like,
thing.
yeah,
Like,
I know, but
always
I'm
been
saying
ratchet
like people
material.
go out of their way to like do fuck shit so they can be on Worldstar.
If they can't post it on YouTube, Worldstar.
I mean, do they need a
That's why I seen
platform for bullshit?
I
though?
seen some of the best fights
Yes.
on Worldstar Hip Hop.
But the other fights need a platform.
Yes.
What I'm saying
I
is,
need to be entertained.
listen, if you feel like watching some ratchet ass fights, you go to Worldstar.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to YouTube and put ratchet fights.
No, you don't.
Because people who
Yeah.
use YouTube don't even know what ratchet means.
Worldstar will never die, says Cliff.
There you go.
Right.
It won't.
And we're gonna watch it in Q's memory.
And then you get to see all like the little ratchet
Is the
girls
like
twerk,
Facebook
the
Live is the
twerking.
new world?
Twerking.
I don't watch
Twerking.
twerk videos. So.
Well, I do.
I watch plenty of
Of
them.
course, y'all do.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Okay.
Anybody else got throw some deaths out there?
I don't
Alright.
know who else that.
Yeah.
Everybody
what's
thought
the guy from,
2016 was rough on death.
2016 was rough.
Folks thought 2017 was gonna
Twerking
kick in
Rob.
the door.
Rob, twerking
green
booty
peas matter.
do not matter.
That ass. Cliff said that ass. You
Oh
right.
my god.
That ain't Ninja Turtles.
Al Jarreau.
Where the ladies at? Cause I'm gonna need some estrogen. Cause this what I deal with on a regular basis. I just want y'all
But
to
you
know.
love us.
I mean,
It's a misogynistic society. That's,
we go. We got
that's
a
how
heart.
it is.
I don't know.
for and then it was two important other people. I don't want to say the color, but like
Oh.
Bill Paxton and like Chris Cornell. Like
Chris
they died.
Cornell. That's who I was trying to
Yeah.
think of.
I like Audio Slave.
Who are they?
Bless y'all, my dear. Oh shit.
I don't know who they is.
Well,
You don't know who Bill Paxton is?
I mean,
Who
Bill
is
Paxton's
that?
on Trespass. You ever seen Trespass?
Nope.
Trespass is the movie with Ice Cube and Ice T in it.
Still ain't seen it.
he does this all the time.
Did Adam West die?
Yeah, Adam West dead in the motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he damn sure died.
Yeah.
Died
Batman.
like 2 weeks ago. Wasn't
Oh,
it? Went to like 2 weeks he died.
shit.
He been dead.
I'm like,
Anybody?
I feel like Adam West. I feel like he like on Family Guy. That's the real him. Like he just was nuts.
oh
until
yeah,
he
they had
died.
the king.
Cause he just say crazy stuff all the
Oh,
time.
Nelson Ellis. Oh my God,
Dang.
Lafayette
Oh,
just died.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. True Blood.
Jaleesa. Yes,
Thank you, Jaleesa.
Yeah.
We didn't forget, but
Well,
that's like
Jaleesa.
fresh.
it just happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just died. Which
What
makes
happened to
me
him?
So sad. He had
had a
heart
heart condition.
Yeah, heart condition. He had got small too. Shit,
Damn.
he had got
Apparently
real
Cliff
small.
agrees with you, Mr. On Point.
But
Yeah, Adam West
yep,
is crazy.
Lafayette.
Like you said.
That was is crazy. Yeah, Shark.
JD, what
Brother.
up, JD?
What up, brother?
What up, Shark?
We got people still joining in.
Yeah.
So
Mind you,
if Ja Rule wants to join in, we want to hear from Ja Rule.
Where's Ja?
We
Where's Ja?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr.
Ja
O'Porter.
look, mind y'all, anybody who is listening by podcast, if we have a random diversion to something, it's because we reading comments off of the screen.
Yeah.
Please
So it
watch
might
the
sound
screen.
kind of weird, but you know,
if
we're
you
going
go
to try to
watch the
stay
video, if you go watch the
moving.
video, you can see what we were responding to because the comments will still be there. So go watch the video.
Watch the video.
Nah, no Ja.
Look,
Where's Ja?
He so
Ja just
busy.
barely made it on People I Respect because he got 2 letters on his name.
Guess what? No, he being sued. Y'all forgot Fire Festival.
Fire
That was one of my issues
We gonna
from
get
this
to
year.
that. We gonna
We'll wait for Fire Festival,
what else we
but
got
he
for
busy right now.
I don't know. I mean, nobody else got no deaths that hit him hard.
We got to know. that.
Now let's move on.
So-
Next subject.
Next thing we want to talk about, well, the next thing I have on my list is all out fuckery. So
Oh, it is
when I
What is all that fuckery?
well, the first thing that I had on my list was when Kendall Jenner had the Pepsi commercial.
That bitch.
Kendall Jenner didn't have the Pepsi commercial. Pepsi had the Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
And they got
She was in it.
her on it. I feel like they brought her into some shenanigans. They wrote
She was signing up for it.
No, she signed up for a check.
No, fool.
I feel like Pepsi was like,
wait, she knew what the fuck that.
Oh yeah,
She didn't see the whole finished commercial.
but listen,
She knew the concept.
she's a Kardashian.
So?
Do you think she would have put 2 and 2, even if she
No,
had
she
seen the whole
there for the
damn
money.
thing? All right, then.
Ain't
so
nobody
it don't
else
even
explaining.
matter.
listen,
Hold
there-
on, if somebody came in this room with a check for you to hold a Pepsi can, you gonna hold that bitch.
How much
depending on
is
how
the
big
check?
the check was.
How much is the check?
If it's $150, I'm gonna hold that check. I'm gonna hold the can.
How maniacal
No,
does the
bruh.
dude who gave it to me look?
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got to be.
You got to twist it.
He got to have
He
a suit on, some gloves, some shades.
On point, living in a world of worst case scenario.
I'm just saying, if somebody look like Candyman come up to you and say, I got a check for you, hold this Pepsi can.
I mean, if that's all I gotta do, shit.
No, that's a bad idea.
No, that's a good idea. I'm paid.
Who is mad and sad, Jesus?
They agree and they mad that y'all ain't taking the check. Nigga. Get paid. Y'all ain't got
So
bills.
let me ask y'all a quick question. So what do y'all? I'm gonna start with Mr. On Point. What did you think about the commercial when you seen it?
I was like, the commercial was all friendly, all fun and games, and I didn't know what was coming until she took the Pepsi to the police officer. Like, oh shit, I've solved all the problems with brutality and
corn syrup,
deaths and all of this jazz with Pepsi. I was like, okay, nah, this ain't right. I mean, a lot for me. I'm just a very forgiving person in general. So like when this stuff happened, I'd be like, oh, they made a mistake. Everybody can fix it. But like, it don't be like
But
that.
they keep making mistakes. Like the Tupac and the shirts, the rapper shirts, and that the stuff that's going on right now with the rapper shirts, and then they're imposing their images on top of that stuff.
Well, if we go with Red and Shogun line of thinking, they too stupid to know what they doing.
I don't think they stupid. They signing up for a check. It don't matter what they got to do. They just
I
gonna do
So
it.
I
for you,
think
they
they're-
stupid.
I
For
think they're
you,
oblivious.
They just
they
get
don't
money.
care. They getting paid.
Yeah.
I think they're completely oblivious. My issue with the commercial was that, first of all, the whole idea that a Pepsi is gonna solve all the world's problems is bullshit. But you got this white girl who don't have to fucking worry about the police killing her
Armenian,
ass
man.
anyway.
She's
Nigga,
Armenian.
okay, well, you got this Armenian white-looking girl walking up to the damn police. Like, she don't have that issue, so I feel like they made very light of a very serious issue, and I had a problem with that. Like, of course, she could walk up to the police with a damn can in her hand and
You
be
let it
just
be some
fine.
black woman walking
That-
out. She's got a gun. Blah, blah, blah. Nigga dead.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
You know how real that would have been? Though?
The Jenners ain't Armenian, right?
They're half Armenian.
No,
Oh, is they mama Armenian? No, the daddy Armenian. Kardashian is
Sorry,
Armenian.
folks. They're white.
They're just white folks. So
The
I was
Jenners are white.
A white girl walking into the police don't have that kind of a worry. She don't have to worry about the police being afraid of her. Of course, they gonna laugh at ha take the Pepsi. My black ass walk up to them with a Pepsi in my hand
And that red hair.
and my red afro.
It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
The old man
It
like,
ain't gonna
sister,
work.
stop. Don't do it.
And Lord, if it was me, I'm getting
Yeah,
bullets.
your ass is
Oh,
done.
you wouldn't even got to walk.
They gonna handcuff you,
They
then shoot you.
would've- shoot him now.
I'm getting busted in the head minimum.
So, Shogun, do you think that it was socially irresponsible, the commercial?
No, who the fuck is Pepsi? They
A
are not
huge
responsible.
corporation.
Well, I understand that, but they don't have to do.
Yes.
They can make bad decisions,
They
and they
can.
have to deal with the fallout. I don't look for Pepsi to be the justification in the world. I don't care. It's a commercial. It's a Pepsi. I wasn't outraged by it. I thought it was tasteless. They didn't ask enough people in there, but I mean, I'm not mad at the same time.
I don't know, man.
I'm sorry. This made me think of something that happened to me yesterday.
All right.
Okay.
What
So
was that?
I went to go get an oil change,
Okay,
right?
this is not moving. Sorry, because we got like 44. There's a ton of comments that are being made.
Oh shit! Hold up. You keep
What?
going. Keep going. Tell the story.
Hold on. Let's get it right first.
Because I don't know if it. Yes.
Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, we gonna talk about Bill.
All right, if we missed y'all, sorry. Our
Yeah,
scroll
it's
wasn't
not-
scrolling.
It's a ton. I mean, we missed
Why-
like
why-
half.
why
I don't
stop
know why
moving?
it ain't scrolling, but there have been a ton of comments.
So I tell you what, you want to keep that up?
Sadly, there's no ethics in business. Only money.
Pepsi was trying to end the revolution, is what Clifton said.
Yeah.
She made that Tupac shirt on her own. She would have made that Pepsi ad off of her own bad judgment.
I don't know how to get this back to scrolling, but
maybe they were trying to bring Tupac back.
Somebody say something. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, Rob said Kendall's a Jenner. She's not Armenian. Sorry, Rob. We didn't see you when you said that.
So our TV stream ain't scrolling for some reason.
So one of y'all can keep your.
It was doing good though.
It was, but I was like, the number going up, and it ain't.
It might cut the stream.
It might cut the stream
No,
off.
Who
mad?
Who's this mad person?
Hey, if you're mad, my bad, y'all. Okay, if you're mad, sorry.
Lord.
We get comments, but we.
So I like the beard, bro. Thank you, appreciate it. I tried.
Oh yeah, cause your face all.
This is out the trunk production.
I think we're just gonna have to keep the phones out.
Keep the phones out, and then you see that
because it's not moving.
So what was you?
Just what Shogun said made me think about. I went to go get an oil change the other day. Ain't nothing in there but white dudes. I mean, it's an express oil change. I've never seen anything other than white guys there.
I've never seen us black guys.
And it's a big white guy there. Every time I go in there, he called me the name of somebody with a beard or somebody bald headed. He was like,
wait, hold on.
You all look alike. You know?
What is that name?
This time it was Suge.
What's going on?
Wow.
Yeah. He called me Suge. He said, "What's up, Suge?"
That's so.
And so it's him, and then it's another older white guy, and he started explaining to the other guy who Suge was, and he was like, "I know Death Row, Tupac, Snoop Dogg," and he was like, "Oh, I apologize for my insensitivity of thinking that you might not know who those people were." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Well, I can't get an insensitivity.
Hell
You
no,
just
'cause you
called
look
me
just
a
like Suge.
murderer."
Yes, he called you a murderer.
Well, she
You know what
did
I'm
run
saying?
them niggas over.
He ran them slap over.
So that ain't where it
Unapologetically.
ended. So we moved further into the dialogue, and I talked about being a computer, guy. I deal with computers, and he looked at us and I said, "See, looking at him, you wouldn't expect him to be a computer guy, would you?" I was like, "What do you expect me to be?" I wonder. But it made me realize that I don't go to express oil change for dialogue, tact, and cultural or sensitivity.
No.
I go there to get my damn oil change.
Right. And
So I understand what you're saying as it pertains to Pepsi. Like, it ain't their responsibility really to.
But they're reaching way more audience than that dude in Express Oil Change. That commercial was going worldwide.
Yeah.
So I feel like they
So-
do have a responsibility as a company that is making something that all of these different people are gonna see.
Right. And then they got to deal with the fallout.
And they did.
If it's something that's terrible, they just got to deal with it.
Victoria said, "I don't know why you mad, Rick Ross."
Hey, I'm either Rick Ross.
No, sir.
I'm either Rick Ross or apparently Suge Knight.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called Suge Knight again. That's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful. That's hella disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful. That is
And he light
unfortunate.
skinned too anyway.
We all look alike.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We just look alike.
So, am I a Rick Ross? Sure.
No.
I'm not big enough, right?
Right.
Yeah, you gotta be big.
You gotta be big, bald head, and bearded.
I'm getting there.
You gotta have 3 B's.
3 B.
It's a BBB, bitch.
Speaking of 3 B's, next thing on the fuckery list, LeVar Ball.
This motherfucker here.
So LeVar Ball came out this year and said, "Hey, buy my shoes. They $550."
Nope.
But you know what's funny? Everybody keeps saying like, "Yo, he's just being a good businessman." Like he said, "Fuck Nike" and all that shit. And
I agree.
Okay.
I'm probably the
What?
only one who will agree.
Probably.
With LeVar Ball.
what do you mean you agree with this?
I agree. He's starting his own business. He's making his own money.
Here's my
He's
problem.
a fucking pimp, nigga.
So who cares?
Okay, here's my
You get
problem.
paid, get money. You
Okay.
just heard me say that I hold a Pepsi can.
Here's my
I'm
problem.
holding up some shoes, nigga.
Here's
Yo,
my
buy
problem.
my material. Buy my shirt. I don't care if it's BB&B. Buy
Here-
my bullshit. That's what it stands for.
Here's the problem that I have with that, right? And I had this conversation with a friend of mine, but this very conversation.
I want to see the comments now.
My problem with this is there are other people, like everybody act like LeVar Ball is the only motherfucker to do this. Chance the Rapper has not signed with anybody, and he is doing it all on his
Where you get that advance check from?
advance check.
Yeah, that Apple Music money.
Is he with a major label?
No, but he's directly with a distributor.
Okay, but he still is doing something that most artists are not doing.
True. And
Okay.
I applaud him for that.
But okay, see, my point is that there are people who are doing it the right way. Like my issue with everybody saying, "Well, he getting money," and that's
Y'all
saying
just mad
that
because he overshadowing his kids. That's some bullshit. Yes.
I I mean, that's like saying the ends justify the means.
Rob and Sid both were like, well, Rob was like, Chance ain't he ain't the first indie rapper.
He's not, but I feel like
Sid was like Apple. Apple was giving him money.
Thank you, Sid.
It's a way to do things, though, dog. Like, let's be real about it.
It's a way to do things, but nobody has a blueprint for success.
Chance ain't the only indie rapper, but I feel like he's the one that's getting them. People see him more than they see some of these other indie rappers.
So what makes him different from
Trail said nobody's done it in sports, though. Here's my problem. When you come out saying I can whoop Jordan's ass, when you come out,
you ain't got an uncle that talk shit like that. Nigga, we talk shit like that.
People act like you can't translate stuff from like everybody keeps saying that shit. Like, he the first one to do it in sports. You could have took anybody who has ever been the first in any industry and copied them, modeled it, and applied it to sports. So I don't care nothing about he the first one to do it in sports. He just taking shit from other avenues and applying it. So him being the first one in sports don't mean shit to me.
So what's your point, Cole Jackson?
My biggest thing is, man, like, do you really think he doing it? He don't give a fuck. If you putting your shoes out for $550, $600, what? I can't afford that shit. That's rent.
He's not marketing it to you.
Who he marketing it to?
I forgot. If I can't buy shoes, I ain't no baller.
You not a baller.
My bad.
You not a baller if you can't buy $500 shoes. That don't make it right or wrong. I'm just saying he's not marketing it to you. He's marketing it to the superstars because people are so influential that they will buy the same crap that a superstar will buy.
Why would you pimp your son for that though?
Why not?
Because it's your fucking son.
Those companies are gonna do the same damn thing. He's just making the money himself. Why is that such a bad thing?
Look, I feel like LeVar Ball did the same thing. LeVar Ball is doing the same thing that white people did to the Africans. Okay, except he ain't got but 3 slaves. Or he is Geppetto. And he got these puppets that he want to be real boys.
I like Geppetto.
I'm sure they want to be real boys. I'm sure they want to move along now. So the issue
is to... Ed said LeVar Ball is the GOAT. Then he also said Chance is the first to make it look cool. Indie rappers used to get shunned. Cliff said very true. Chance is maneuvering a lot outside of the usual music sources.
Look, I mean, when you talk about business and corporations, just like Rob said earlier, they don't have a responsibility to anybody but the shareholders. They rarely care. You got LeVar Ball who is using the model of those businesses, not caring about his kids though. Yeah. It ain't just people, like those are his kids. And if you only gonna use money as the measure to by which his kids have become successful, then you missing a big piece in what your kids will want from you.
Look at the Jacksons.
I got a point.
Look at the Jacksons.
I got a point.
Okay.
Y'all don't remember that speech that his son gave saying he looks up to his father? He wouldn't be the person he is today without his father.
So let me ask you a question. So let's say.
I mean, that's words out of his mouth.
As somebody that works in mental health, let me just say that abused kids still have attachments to their parents. Not to say he abusing them, but like it don't mean shit to me that he said that about his dad.
Damn.
Because it
don't mean that to you.
It don't, because it doesn't mean that he actually feels that way. Like that's what happens when kids get abused. So I'm not saying that he is or he isn't, but like. That don't mean nothing. Of course he gonna get out there and say his dad is the greatest person ever.
Kids always gonna love what they have. Yep. If we on the outside think that it's bad or good, kids gonna love what they have. That's all they've had. A kid is always gonna say, I love my daddy, I look up to my daddy. Unless they really did some bad shit. Exactly. Like then they won't. But like you're always gonna look up to your parents. So they words ain't really the measure by which you look at it. And to me, money ain't the measure by which you look at it. To me, the measure by which you look at it is he doing right by his kids? And I don't think that we know that at the end of the day.
We don't.
All that we got is conjecture about this situation.
Yeah, we only
if it's the case that his sons genuinely love him and his sons genuinely value him for what's going on, that's how I would measure it. Yeah. But we just don't know that because we don't get that from his kids.
Everybody
look at 3 successful kids. I mean,
so did Joe Jackson had a whole lot of, and look where the fuck they and how fucked up all of them are. They got money. They got money though. They got Michael Jackson has.
Now they got the money to deal with their problems they got.
Look, Michael Jackson is dead. Exactly. Janet Jackson
just had a kid.
At 50.
So a woman can't have a kid at 50? Is that what you're saying, Red?
So you don't think that Janet Jackson is... You don't think that Janet Jackson is fucked up? You ain't seen nothing. Okay, is that face?
With, what's that
okay.
nigga?
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri. So.
No, kids are all fucked up. But like, if you look at it monetarily, no, Joe did an amazing job. If you're gonna look at and measure success by how much money your kids got, They did a great job. They're wonderful.
So real quick, Cliff had a question. He was like, the real question is, as a people, are we chasing money or success, and at what cost? Well, let's just say that. Let's say like his son. Let's say Lonzo don't have a great. Let's say Lonzo don't have a great first season, and let's say that impacts the shoe sales. And let's say Zoe end up start doing drugs after that. Was it worth it?
Wait, who? What? Wait, whoa. Because
his son's named Lonzo.
Because there's a lot sitting on him right now.
Right now, his dad pretty much put a shit ton of pressure on him.
If he buck on the pressure.
Let's be all the way real with this. LeVar ain't out there hooping right now.
No.
He ain't shooting.
They gonna get a reality show.
Ain't nobody got
you weren't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah, he ain't shooting no basketball.
I love how y'all
right
twist
now.
this shit around. Why this nigga can't start a company off the backs of his kids and not be successful, even if his kid succeeds?
The fact that you can say so easily start a company off the backs of his kid, the same way that white people built America off the backs of our black
y'all
asses.
just need to get over it then.
And where is the line drawn? What if he had his kids at 5 working in a factory, and he built the business off of their backs at 5 years old? Like what I'm saying is, where is the line that you draw upon where you raise your kids instead of use your kids as tools?
But he's
for your own
ownership
success.
with his son.
Trail and Rob. My Trail is what up, Trail? One of my friends. Not just the money, but they own their brand. That's something missing in our community.
Yes.
But I don't feel
ownership.
like it again. I feel like this is a conversation about the ends justify the means. Like, yes, it may be something missing in our community, but it ain't a more positive, constructive way to build that shit. So when you say that to me,
that's what I'm missing. What is he doing negative? Because he's in the camera.
The whole situation with him and remember him and the white chick on
that interview.
Okay, she was throwing hella shade on that interview.
But guess what though?
That's what fucking interviewers do.
He had to talk to her, and so when she started talking to him, he started popping off.
When you put a target on your back like that,
he ain't put no target on the media. I'm gonna talk my Trump shit. He ain't put no target on his back. The media put the target on his
fake news.
Yeah, it's fake
Sit
news.
down. Don't do that.
Sitting down. You want to go down lower?
Go lower.
So
you need to go high.
Lower. Go down lower.
So we got some more comments from Sid. Sid said LeVar just interviewed with Magic Johnson and said that what he's doing is all marketing.
He got free
marketing. Controlling him.
Rob was like, but he's creating ownership with his sons. Right. Sid also said, I just think LeVar is trolling the media and they're feeding into
free marketing.
Rob also said we don't know enough about the family to pass judgment.
That's what I was saying. We don't know enough about the family. If indeed he is doing this for himself, for his kids, and giving his kids something that they're going to be able to build consistently, that's a different thing. We don't have the evidence to see that. And if he said he's doing all marketing, then where was he doing parenting? You know what I'm saying?
In the NBA.
That ain't parenting, nigga. That's coaching, my nigga.
That's in their life
parenting. That is not parenting. That's coaching.
Look at all these.
That is a fucking coach that get like no.
He can't be their father and love them and promote them to be successful in life. Okay, yes, I'm gonna argue that shit.
All right. We
need to move on from fucking LeVar.
Real quick, you ain't giving nobody no grades yet, so
they gonna whoop my ass at the end of the show, y'all.
On point. What grade did you give LeVar Ball?
He got an F from me. Sorry.
Look,
he got an F.
Because of the information we lacking right now, I'm gonna give him a C. I don't like him, but in the event that he is carrying and appropriately building something for his family and his kids, I'm gonna give him a C.
Okay.
Shogun.
As an asshole, the resident asshole on this show, I'm gonna give him an A+ as being a father and a business.
I am a big asshole.
She's an asshole also.
Huge.
There you go.
So
I'm as much as I don't like LeVar Ball, I do give him a C because I see where he's coming from, but I also feel like his sons are probably gonna be crackheads after this. So that's how that goes.
Unless they got money for rehab.
I'll raise it to a D. But I still I feel like everybody's looking at him and what he's doing as far as monetarily. I don't think they think about what all of this shit can do.
I feel you, Trail.
Nigga, Trail like to be the antagonist. He like to be on the opposite side so he could argue. Yeah, I said it, Trail.
I'm the same way. But I really respect the dude.
I know that the measure by which you raise your kids shouldn't be what they can do for you. Nope. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not.
And
he's
so
doing that for them too.
Is he? Well,
they vicariously benefit from it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we
like
all
you can
got-
whip your kid in the back every day to become a superstar, but at the end of the day, you was whipping your kid in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Times was hard. We got over it.
It's
Like Joe Jackson used to make her carry them bricks.
TV has said, but do you all have kids to judge from the parents?
I do not have kids.
No.
Thank you.
Well, we don't have kids, but me and On Point are therapists. So
Look, I don't have kids, but I
got
have
a
a degree in reading studies and reading books that were written by people that have kids
Yep.
and that
I
still
work
have
with
kids.
parents.
And I work in the community with
Work with
kids
parents.
and families and parents. I've been doing that
low
for the last
income parents
7 years.
struggling, trying to do exactly what LeVar Ball has done. So even like I said, even with me working with those people, I still feel the same way I feel about him because I think he's going about it fucking wrong. So yeah.
Next topic.
Next
everybody.
topic.
Who's got some in their notes? Come on, guys. I'm not the only person that's got something.
What's going
I don't
on in
have everybody
2016?
I don't have nobody notes.
Okay, the fall,
Holly Bell said
the
family
fall of Tommy Loren
Oh, that bitch.
and Bill O'Reilly.
I can't say her name.
Stacy. Was that this year, Stacy?
That's the last.
She don't even count. She's a small fish. Bill O'Reilly was like
Wait, real quick.
what's the biggest predator in the sea?
Oh, Michael said, I got a kid and I work to provide for her, not the other way around, but that's just me. Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tommy Loren and Bill O'Reilly.
That smile.
That's all I need to say. They both lost their jobs. How it feel to be in the unemployment line, brother?
Tommy talked all of that shit. And then they let go of her when she decided to make an opinion that was her own for one.
That shows you how, your party and your people.
I don't give a fuck about her. She was a pretty blonde white girl that was able to say stuff and people take it and it was fine until
So you mean businesses would just use you for your views and opinions just to promote a brand?
Soon as she
Soon. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go
And
ahead,
as soon as
Cole.
she does something that they don't like, they'll drop you like a bag of bricks.
Pretty much.
Parents-
I guess you should start building your own.
But
things where people
parents
won't have
can
to
do
worry
that
about
too. Parents can drop you when you don't do what they want you to do
My biggest thing.
or
I have a
perform.
degree and I'm building a brand.
My biggest thing is this.
She
Tommy.
wasn't that pretty though. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Who wasn't that pretty?
Tommy Loren.
I mean, listen, she wasn't my cup of tea either, but white men seem to love her. So
She's also the age of the demographic that they don't
Yeah.
have a voice. Like she
doing
was in
videos in the
her
lunchroom.
20s.
she's doing videos from the laundry room at her home
Sorry,
now.
keep going.
Sid said that.
The thing is, it's the reasons why they got fired. Like Tommy
Those
Loren got
people.
fired because of an opinion.
Yep.
Bill
She's
O'Reilly
pro-choice.
Bill O'Reilly was just hollering
Grabbing
at women. He's grabbing
Was
ass.
he hollering at women? I think it was a little more than hollering at women.
You look good in them jeans, girl. Come on over here. Sit on my lap.
Gross.
Come on, sit on Santa
Fucking
O'Reilly's
gross.
lap.
That's disgusting. That's what that is.
But here's the thing. I think Bill O'Reilly got more bounce back than Tommy Loren does.
Bill got a golden parachute though. Yeah, he
What?
did.
Bill O'Reilly can start a show up tomorrow and it will still.
He has and he got a podcast now.
I
He started
think
a
does.
podcast.
Well, I mean, Tommy Loren is a woman. He's a white man that's established. Like
Yeah.
he'll be able to get something else.
I mean, I just feel like he will most definitely be able to get something before she will.
Cliff said Bill O'Reilly was the holler dude at Fox. Holla, 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 holla,
Holla,
holla.
holla, holla, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you.
Finally. It still ain't called
It
up.
still ain't caught up though.
Have to
It's
scroll
way
up to
behind.
The biggest thing is I'm gonna start with Red. Who do you think has the most bounce back ability out of the two who got fired?
Tommy.
Why is that?
Because Tommy young, and by some accounts, she's pretty. And I feel like because of just her privilege, I feel like she's gonna be fine. Don't start them sound spins.
So the white man don't have privilege?
He does.
He
but
got the ultimate privilege.
Bill old and
He washed up.
he washed up. Tommy is still very young, very youthful. She will reach a demographic that a lot of people will want to use her to reach. And I feel like she gonna bounce back eventually when she get done with in the laundry room. See it.
All right, so on point, what do you think?
I think she's charismatic.
I mean, who's got the most bounce back ability though between the two? Like, who can bounce back for real?
Bill O'Reilly.
You think Bill? Why Bill?
I think Bill O'Reilly gonna be able to bounce back to the same platform he was in as a Republican that said that she is pro-choice instead of pro-life.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be able to bounce back in her party like that. She's going to have to go and work for some campaigns. She can become some successful, but it's not gonna be on a Republican platform after that because it attacked the core conservative and Republican dialogue and belief system.
Yeah,
Bill O'Reilly ain't done that. He reinforced their system of misogyny by saying I can have all the women I want. Come here, dark chocolate, like you.
Well,
Rob said Black Twitter helped her out.
You right about that.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that how partly? I mean, it was social media that got her.
Yeah, that's what people like about her. That she has a huge following and she can communicate to a brand or a group of people that they were missing.
I think for me is Bill. I just think Bill has the cachet. He's been on Fox News like forever. He's had that show forever. If he needed to bounce back, somebody might not be this year, but somebody gonna take a chance on Bill O'Reilly before they would Tommy Loren. And I just think I think with Bill, he's kind of been around the block a little bit. Tommy Loren says a lot of dumb shit that people don't.
I mean, she said something done. He was sexually assaulting women.
So if you're
so was 90% of Fox News probably.
But yeah, and what was
Roger,
he got booted out before Bill did for the same shit.
Look, if you want to go and get some hoes, go to Fox News.
Oh my God.
That's backwards. No. If you want to go and get sexually harassed and assaulted, you go to Fox News.
Yes, because that's what that is.
Because they gonna get you fired.
The women were not willing. The women were not. No, it's different.
I feel like Bill O'Reilly has burned too many bridges for him to jump back and be back on that same platform that he's lost. So if he was able to be back in that same spotlight, he would have done something different than a podcast. So I feel like,
but I think it's gonna take him a little bit more time, man.
Why is that? If he's such a hot brand, or if he's able to pull that many people, somebody would have snatched him up.
Gotta let it.
That's probably true. But it's
Victoria said your president does the same thing.
True.
We gonna get to him.
Hashtag not my president.
We gonna get to him.
I ain't vote, so I ain't got no.
And Mary said on neither one of them gonna bounce back. I'm inclined to believe her. Yeah. You know what that perspective. But if you have to vote on which one had the most bounce back capability, and I go Bill O'Reilly.
I mean, when channels start dipping down in those ratings, we need something to make a splash. We need somebody to fire it up.
Well, Fox News has been going down since Bill left, so
it wasn't necessarily just the ratings because all of them business started pulling out. Like all of the advertisements started pulling out.
Holly said you didn't vote.
No, I didn't care for either one of the candidates. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, you didn't vote?
No, I did not vote. I did not vote. I'll say that again. I'll stand on that. I did not participate in the voting process.
We had an episode about him not voting.
We're going to have a whole conversation.
Come on with it. You know, I don't back down from nothing. Come on.
I should have said it there.
I'm not going.
Sit down.
Just because of that, I'm going to stand.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make a change.
What? You had to go home to get quarters, nigga.
All right, folks. So, what else? What's next? Who got something else?
Are we finna go ahead and get into Donald Trump?
Let's do it.
Oh, geez.
Let's do it.
God.
Do we want to go there now?
So,
I mean, of course, we learned that Donald Trump was going to be our president in 2016.
But
there was hope before the inauguration that something happened to him. And so 2017 is when it became real. Okay, that's when he was our president.
And it's been going downhill ever since January the 20th.
Hey, Holly, I didn't catch what you were saying. Didn't stop.
Stop talking about it since you didn't vote.
Oh,
that's what
damn.
you're saying.
Nope. I'm an American. I get to say what I want.
So I guess we need to treat this
Code
like
45.
I guess we need to treat
this
Rob
like, said, can he fast forward through this part? I feel you, Rob, because I'm tired of him
over
too.
it. Fuck him. Nobody cares, right?
Should we just
need to touch some of the stuff.
Let's do it like this. What's your favorite Donald Trump story so far this year? Let's start with my boy.
My favorite Donald Trump story. I guess the peeing in the bed thing, because that made no sense whatsoever.
Elaborate.
Trump said
peeing in the bed.
They said that Donald Trump hired some hookers to pee in the bed that the Obamas slept in. Y'all didn't hear about that?
I heard about some hookers and some piss, but I didn't know what it was.
They said the Russians might have had some kind of video.
I didn't look into it because
Well, all these like stories of
pee and
him.
hookers don't really do it for me, so I didn't look into it.
That's nasty.
Pretty much.
You said that like you got a pee fetish. You was like, oh, that's horrible.
I don't condone peeing on people.
Oh my God, Michael! Yes, Kofefe. Kofefe was.
That wasn't the number one thing, but yeah,
No,
that was
your
funny.
favorite.
That was his favorite.
I'm sorry.
That was his favorite. Kofefe was fucking hilarious.
Spell check.
Michael.
All right.
Got him.
I have keyboard struggles, so I can resonate with Donald Trump.
Red, what was your favorite Trump story?
It had
Grabbing the
to be Melania shading the fuck out of him by not wanting to touch him.
Oh, that's
and
what I was like.
let me just say, not because I feel sorry for Melania, because I feel like she signed up for being married, not to the
Call her
president
one.
necessarily,
Say it.
but to a misogynistic asshole.
Say it. What is she?
She's a hoe.
Say it again.
She's I'm not doing this.
Say it again for me. I want you to
So
enunciate.
I don't feel sorry for Melania. I don't. But her like snatching her hand away, her like putting her purse on the side where he is, so she don't have to touch him, and the story about her having a man in New York that worked the security at Tiffany's, that was her boo. Loved it. I thought it was amazing. I loved every second of those videos.
Melania looks terrible. And for any man who sleeps with her,
Holly, yes, gold digger. Yes.
you need help. Mr. On Point, your favorite
First off,
Donald Trump.
I have to say that Melania's name is disrespectful because it's too close to melanin, and she is the opposite of black. That's all I want to say about that. The next thing is my favorite. I won't even say my favorite, but the moment I knew Donald Trump was going to be a horrible president when I found out that he put ketchup on his steaks. I don't care about none of that other shit. I don't care, okay? But if you mess up a
My
steak,
president can't put ketchup on.
if you mess up a steak using ketchup, you don't deserve to be respected. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're the damn emperor of the world.
Oh my God.
Rob said Melania get mad like she ain't signed the whole contract.
I mean, for real, like yo,
Yeah, you got a point.
her husband is a side nigga. I mean,
Oh my God.
He also uses tape to keep his tie in place instead of a tie clip.
He used
cause he
tape.
fat.
Tape.
You gotta keep it there.
I'm fat and I don't use
But
tape.
he probably got the tie clip here and then the tape down there.
I mean, I ain't old man fat. They like Jello fat.
I hate you.
We all understand.
jiggling. Jiggling. Oh my God. He's jiggling.
I'm solid fat.
Solid fat.
Now, if I don't get my health situation together, I will transition into Jello fat.
Solid fat. God, what was my favorite Trump story?
Yeah, what is yours?
I think my favorite. I'll put this down. My favorite one was when, what was it? CSNBC? What was it? CSNBC? NB?
What they do?
MSNBC?
MSNBC was like, we got him, folks.
Oh, the tax.
We have the tax returns.
Everybody was all excited.
Tune in at 8 o'clock so you can see Trump's tax returns. We got them. We got them right here for you. Right here on MSNBC. We got it. And then, like a dummy, I tuned in. I said, I got to see this.
I gotta
This is
see.
great. They was
16 commercial breaks later.
What was it? That was tax returns from like 95?
They were not from 95. Like
That was like
2011.
Yeah.
like
like-
2011 tax returns. I'm like,
They were not recent. They were not recent
it
at all.
was so behind. I was like, come on, man.
That was the best they could do.
That was all y'all could. Y'all
That was
really,
it.
y'all really got me.
And then they didn't even show nothing.
got my mouth all water for some hash.
Rachel
like-
Maddow was corny as hell for that. Yeah,
I feel like this part of the podcast has been mislabeled. When you say what's your favorite Donald Trump moment, that's like saying what's your favorite slave whipping. Like which one did you like?
I like the one when Kunta Kinte was hanging up.
Exactly.
That's my favorite one right there.
You remember
when he
the one-
chopped his foot off?
You remember one where he screamed and his family was crying? That was my favorite. Like, no, this is wrong because we hate Donald Trump.
we do hate Donald.
I don't want to say hate. Hate is a strong word.
No.
I
don't hate
feel like it's
anything,
appropriate.
anybody.
I hate him.
Sid Davis also said, don't forget he forgot which country he bombed
Yes,
in
he
his
did.
interview. Then proceeded
What
to
is
speak
Aleppo?
about his chocolate cake.
I thought the What is Aleppo was from Johnson.
That was Gary Johnson,
Yeah,
I think. He didn't know what Aleppo was.
right. What up,
I
Alicia?
don't know what Aleppo is. What is Aleppo?
It's a. Yeah, let's move on.
I don't know.
There's a country,
Yeah.
wars, issues,
Syria.
problems. He should have known about the stuff that was
well.
going on as it pertains to those countries. He shouldn't.
What about when he was like, being president is way harder than what I thought it was gonna be?
Like
We all knew he was gonna say something like that. Or at least I did.
No, all his like Sean Spicer. What's the old bitch name? The ugly one.
Kellyanne Conway.
Kellyanne Conway.
The old bitch.
I don't have
that
no
stank on
respect.
the
I have
bitch.
no respect for Kellyanne Conway or Sean Spicer. They
What
also
up,
are
Chris?
people I don't feel sorry for. Because everybody's like, oh, it's such a tough job. You the one signed on to be the mouthpiece for Donald Trump. You knew what you were signing up for when you decided to do that, Sean. You got to take these licks. now,
Maybe he
Sean.
didn't.
I don't
Maybe
think
he didn't.
either. I think he just wanted a job.
Guess what?
Nigga just turned.
I would not have. I wouldn't have wanted. To.
Look, I think they walked in thinking they was finna play Mario 1 and it was Mario 2.
They ain't know what to do. Why I gotta pick all these different characters?
Exactly.
Talking about?
Why is this nigga floating?
Why are the vegetables so big when I pull them out of the ground?
What am I doing? Yeah, Bessie DeVos.
Bessie DeVos, old bitch ass.
Mouthpiece for liar. Yeah, we all know.
So we all have. It's like talking about Trump is like talking about
What up?
telling stories around the campfire or something like that. You know, it's terrible. And
I
we
knew
still
Cliff
got a
would get that reference.
We got a whole nother year to go with.
Things to go Trump in the night.
How long you been waiting to say
I
that?
just came up with it.
One, that is amazing.
You wrote that
I
shit
just
before.
came up
I
with it.
got one for
I'm
y'all.
stealing it.
Things that go Trump in the night.
I'm just saying, I ain't know nobody about no campfire was gonna come up.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I got to give you that one.
Oh my God. What else?
What we got next?
We could go. I mean, I could.
People don't care about Trump.
I could piggyback that into black excellence because one of my black excellence
Black excellence.
was Bethune-Cookman. And the fact that they was not here for they president deciding that Betsy DeVos, who don't give a fuck about HBCUs or colleges in general because she don't give a fuck about education and she don't need to be the education secretary.
So bad.
I was so proud and happy that they was not here for it. And that they turned around and decided that they didn't want to hear that shit. Yeah. And everybody that kept saying that, oh, they were disrespectful and da-da-da-da-da. Listen, the graduation is about the graduates. It isn't about the school. It's not about the president. It is about those people who bust their ass for 4 years to get these degrees that probably going to be worthless because they're going to have to go back and get a motherfucking master's degree. Right. Neither here nor there. It's about them. They stated that they did not want this. The president went against their wishes. Everybody knows Betsy DeVos is a fucking fraud. So why would you expect them to behave any differently? Like, I was excited. I was like, go Bethune-Cookman.
And the president was out here like, hey, if you don't stop, you're going to have to come out back to get your lashings.
That is not.
We're whipping all the blacks right after that.
We's free now.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. Turn your volume down.
Like my mom, you know how to use her phone.
T said, "Fuck Betsy." I have to agree with you though. Seriously, I think that was a major move. I think that was something that needed to be done, and like that just goes to show that we ain't here for this bullshit.
And what was the Ivy League school that did like? And that was what pissed me off. What?
Damn, Holly. You need to hold a Pepsi can.
Exactly. You do what you want, Holly. Holly said, I got $190,000 in student loans. I'll do what I want. Exactly, Holly.
We gonna get you hooked
But
up with
what
Pepsi.
made me mad about that is, what was the Ivy League school? They did the same shit. They walked out. Wasn't nobody talking about they was disrespectful.
Was it Harvard?
Was it Harvard?
They walked out on Mike Pence. I forgot which one it was.
It was Mike Pence. Who's the fucking vice president?
Nobody respects Mike Pence.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is nobody was saying that they were disrespectful. The black students were disrespectful. That's what I had a problem with. Because I was proud of them for walking out on fucking Pence, too. That whole administration can kiss my ass. So if you're going to walk out on them speaking, I'm with you. I don't care what school you go to. My problem was that they didn't get the flack that the black school got. All the black folks were being disrespectful.
They're Ivy League.
What? I don't give a fuck what they are.
Yeah, they're in a
Ivy
different
League.
class.
No, they not. Cause guess what?
they're Ivy League.
That just mean they pay more for that piece of paper.
And they said 2 degrees, no opportunities.
The Ivy League schools. The Ivy League.
ICT Tech, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
3 masters and still trying to help. Exactly.
That's.
So.
Holly, you ever thought about stripping?
Wow.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking.
See?
I'm joking.
That's why we can't put him on camera.
We beefing already. It's cool.
Leave Holly alone. Holly is very don't do Holly
She
like
gonna
that.
keep on interacting this way.
What was on point? Are we done
disrespectful.
Yes.
Black excellence.
Black excellence.
Maxine Waters.
Oh, Maxine.
If anything
the
came from Bill O'Reilly's shenanigans, And the Donald Trump administration was Maxine Waters got like put on game. She is like everybody's auntie.
She is.
And she don't play no games.
Maxine don't give a shit.
It was. I ain't gonna
He's
lie,
a fraud. He's a liar. I love her. I love
her.
her.
Front though, when they say she had a James Brown wig on, like, that shit was funny to the motherfucker. Because it do look like she got a James Brown.
How did not look like James
kinda
Brown?
look like some James
no,
Brown.
it didn't. Y'all are such assholes. No, it didn't.
You squint your eyes really hard. She kind of look like James.
No, she didn't. Bill O'Reilly was an asshole for that. He
The
was
cool
just,
thing about Aunt Maxine though, that's my auntie, is that anytime she get a chance to say something, she be like, "Yeah, this whole administration is a fraud.
Yeah.
All this is a fraud.
Yeah.
I can't deal with none of this stuff. Y'all crazy if y'all think y'all voted for him. We're gonna do everything we can to get his ass." She sound like kicking out my uncle or something. I'm gonna make sure his ass get the fuck out this house.
Right.
Get his ass out of here. Tired of this mess. He always drunk.
Yeah. You was waiting on that to come. Yo, I respect that. Maxine speaking
Maxine
mind.
is a.
I love when people
I
do
love
that.
her. I love her.
Don't hold your tongue. That's all I gotta say.
So, Black Excellence, brother.
Shit. Like, get out.
Okay.
Clearly, I have my notes. Just Black Excellent. What do you mean? I haven't been here for the whole show.
What you mean by black excellence?
Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to make sure I understand the question.
Black Excellence.
Black people who did good things.
Yeah, so the whole movie and experience of Get Out, that was incredible.
Okay.
We had the IG stream went down, so
Cool.
1961 0.
Don't nobody write this down. You like,
they gonna get
who
it to
was
the
it? Was it Spicer
Shut
that
up.
accidentally tweeted his password?
It was like password.
I intentionally told my password on a stream. I wouldn't do that by accident. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I weighed out all the odds.
Wow, horrible movie.
Oh, we got to talk about
But
that.
wait,
Yeah, because I said become a stripper. You just mad.
No, but I will say this about Holly. Holly is in an interracial relationship.
He gave her
I don't know
night
anything
terrors.
about Holly.
I know, but
I
I'm
just
telling you, she's in an interracial relationship. So,
Why is that?
because
important?
she's saying that Get Out gave me the night terrors. She's saying, I don't think she meant horrible movies in like the reason
I
you're
got
saying.
you. I
Yeah.
missed the context.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cool.
She was talking about Get
So,
Out.
what made that Black Excellence show?
Because it was a very gripping story to me. I thought it was incredible. And
It was a very gripping story. What did you?
He that nigga that went to class and didn't read the book.
Cliff notes.
He
I told
just
y'all I
read
ain't
stuff
prepared
off
for
the
this
back because he didn't read it.
Nah.
So
I watched the movie. It was good. I enjoyed it. And it put me on to Lil Rel. So that was Black excellence to me.
So, okay.
Rob out here shamelessly
go.
self-promoting.
Do that, brother.
BYNK Radio
It is Black
is
Excellence.
Black Excellence.
And you can check us out anytime. BYNKradio.net. Do it. So, I actually have, I think I got like two things that's going to
it was scary.
Yeah, that's what she was saying about the movie.
I got you.
That's why I didn't want you to think she was saying that in reference to it being the race issues within it.
So, we got we got our technical man on
All
point.
up in what you
We
do?
lost some streams.
What did you?
Accident went to BYNK Radio.
That
Thanks for
wasn't no
the,
accident, brother. You did the right thing. You did the right thing then, brother. So, okay, my Black Excellence things might be minute to you. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but the New Edition story on BET,
Oh my
Black
God.
Excellence at its finest. Let me tell you something. That movie was great. I don't give a damn what anybody say. If you hadn't seen, look everybody, if you hadn't seen the New Edition movie on BET, you need to watch it.
I mean,
It is amazing. It is great. That is Black Excellence at its. Let me tell you something.
you've been telling us something. Come
I
on.
know.
This guy, I'm telling you, man. It was.
Of course, Cole would think that. Thank
Yeah,
you,
we
Cliff.
just let him talk.
We just let him talk.
Oh, y'all didn't. Who seen the New Edition story?
I saw it.
Not me.
I ain't seen it.
I watched it. It was cool.
That ain't Black Excellence.
I mean, it was a cool.
It is. I mean,
My
they
nigga,
Black
I-
excellence.
It is. Yeah.
If you say it is,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's excellent to you.
It's your bad.
Black
We
man.
asked what you thought Black Excellence
High five.
was.
I don't want high five.
Ain't
you.
no.
You don't support me.
Y'all are not gonna make
your back.
high five and fetch. Stop trying to make high
Guys.
five and fetch.
Come on, we got to do it now.
No.
We got to do it now.
No, I don't want high five.
He left you hanging. He
oh,
left you hanging.
left her.
Nobody.
Oh, damn it. Come
Your
on.
hand cold
boy.
as shit.
High five is fun.
That man hand is cold. What are you doing? How did your hand get cold like that?
I got Sub-Zero.
What about the Temptation movie?
What about it? It ain't new edition.
That didn't just come out though. That's old.
It ain't new edition.
I mean,
Chris Doug, what
I
up?
think it's better. I think the Temptation movie was better.
What you mean you think it's better?
I thought it was better than the new edition movie.
Did you?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Ralph Tresvant's album got shelved. He did not get to see.
We don't belong in this
What is
conversation.
wrong with you?
I don't know nothing about
And
it.
then Bobby Brown is crazy. Bobby Brown still alive.
That shit we already knew.
That's crazy.
Bobby Brown is a crackhead.
Exactly. He do what crackheads do.
But I mean, okay.
Crackheads
He got fancy crack.
Crackheads gonna crack.
Let me ask y'all.
Crackheads
Let me ask you guys a quick question. Let me ask you guys
come on
something.
with it, come on.
What do you guys think about all these biopics coming out? Because there's a lot of them that's gonna come out.
I have no problem
Live Crew, like they did the Tupac one. 2 Live Crew gonna have one. Escape supposed to have one. Outkast. If you was a black music group, like you basically gonna get a biopic.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care.
I ain't no huge
how you gonna leave me
biopic
hanging, bro?
watcher.
Yeah, man.
I don't even want it.
Good.
I don't even want
I need y'all to stop this high five shit.
See
Oh
what I
my
go
God.
through. This is what I go through on the podcast all the time.
Gubmint Name podcast.
Well, hold on. We come back to the biopic. I gotta talk about Get Out.
Okay.
I didn't get an opportunity to say nothing about
Alright.
Get Out.
Go ahead, brother.
The reason that Get Out is black excellence to me, whether or not the content of the movie was well received by everybody, is that somebody had the courage, one, to speak out on the social issues of our time, and there is also, and it was so successful that it made way for a lot of that other dialogue to come about. All of it may not be, received by a lot of people well, but it's a lot of different dialogues we need to have, and that movie brought about some of that dialogue.
I agree.
I mean, a review that I read in I think Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb said that this movie focuses on the fear. They focus on white people's fear of black people's fear of white people. So it's like it's a revolving circle.
Say it again
of
for him. Say some of them slow. Say it again.
white people's fear of black people's fear of white people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the one character that was always weary of the situation. Now don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? He was, like it'll be okay. When he got over there, you saw the environment, and all of it is geared towards the fear that they had of black people, or the qualities in black people that they wish they could have, and they went to take them. You know what I'm saying? So it just gave a different kind of dialogue that we're not used to as it pertains to race.
He should have left a long time ago.
And they I think that gave him an opportunity to, because they signed him up for a lot more of these films.
Yeah.
So I'm just intrigued to see what is going to become of that. So to me, it's black excellence because he had an opportunity to create something that created dialogue, and it made a pathway for him to be able to continue to create something like that.
It was so well received.
That's
that
what I
movie
was
was
saying, but he said
amazingly
it
well
better.
received.
That was the cool part about it. Like everybody was just like, "Yo,
You see what Cliff said?
it's a pretty dope ass movie." You know,
Church doors is open.
Wisdom imparted. All right, Cliff.
Rob said that Rob says this: I don't think Get Out created any lasting dialogue between victims and oppressors.
It don't. I mean, it's a lot of these are dialogues that we're having, whether that's because of Trump, whether that's because of police shootings, whether that's because of Get Out or anything entertainment related. It's a lot of isolated dialogues that at some point something is going to have to connect these dialogues together. I mean, maybe that event hasn't happened yet, or maybe that person who will bring about that dialogue hasn't matured enough yet. Because I was telling somebody, like, I don't know if y'all know much about the zeitgeist theory, but it's like, it means spirit of the times. It means that the times call for the people to be there. If Martin Luther King Jr. wasn't there, it would have been somebody else.
Yeah.
If Malcolm X wasn't Malcolm X, it would have been somebody else. The times called for a person to be right there at that time that it came. Right. And so I feel like maybe we ain't the ones, we ain't the generation that's going to have that revolutionary that can bring about that dialogue. Because I grew up with my mama telling me, just be quiet. White people, don't bother them.
Yeah.
Just be a good black boy. Don't be going over there doing stuff you ain't got to. But these kids are growing up with YouTube. They growing up with these shootings. They growing up in a world of activism, in a world of voicing yourself. And I feel like it just might be some people out there that just need to mature to be those voices and to be those writers and to be those actors and to be those people. So, I mean, I'm optimistic that these dialogues at some point are going to be connected by something, but I just don't know what it is yet.
Mr. On Point. As
like
the name
that,
says.
That's why his name is on
On
point.
point, boy.
Brother Woke.
Church doors is open every
Brother
Tuesday.
Woke.
Every Tuesday, get this podcast, get this knowledge.
Yeah, come over here and get this knowledge,
Come
brother.
get you a trough full.
I hate y'all.
So,
Let's get to some ratchet shit.
All right,
I want to
let's
talk
do
about
it.
some bullshit for
Hey,
you.
y'all.
please let me go first.
Black China.
Okay.
So, ratchet shit. I'm just gonna go down my list of it.
Oh Lord.
It's a long list.
Steve Harvey ex-wife sues for $60 million for ruining her
Nerd
soul.
plate is also black.
Mary J. Blige paid her husband $30K.
Yes.
It's been just a lot of. There's been a lot of divorces where people are getting paid
Yeah.
for fuckery. Like
Mary J. Blige had a moment on stage recently where she was like, "I gotta pay him because he cheated."
You know what though? Looking back at that, Mary J. Blige should have never married his ass.
Yeah, you right.
You think?
Shit, you right. That's
Hindsight
right.
is-
Shocker.
Hindsight, hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight is 2020.
Mary J. Blige should.
No, she shouldn't.
Mary J. Blige should have been out there just fucking young dudes.
Rob said hoes been winning.
Hoes been winning. Kid do. I remember when they first got together, I was like, oh, he's gonna be the one for Mary. He's gonna make Mary. Everything's gonna be all right. Mary's finally got him one. Now look out.
Shit.
Who said that about Kendu? I ain't never said
When
that
they
about
first
Kendu.
got married, people was like, Mary finally got him one. I mean, you look at her track record, and technically she did. When you had KC whooping your ass, KC from Jodeci whooping your ass on a regular basis, and you a step up.
Well,
right
he
now.
just financially whipping her ass now.
Whoa.
30
Message.
$30,000 a month.
But on the other end of this,
That's
though,
some people like yearly salary.
on the other end of this though, Steve Harvey getting everything he fucking deserves.
What's your problem with Steve Harvey, man?
What you mean?
What the fuck you mean?
What's your problem with
He ain't
Steve Harvey?
shit. I remember when he was Mr. Hightower. Now he going to meet. Don't meet Trump and all this other bullshit.
Oh, he did.
it all started when he wrote that damn book. That's what pissed me
Act
off.
like a lady. Think
How
like
is he getting everything he deserves? Because to me, he getting new shows, new game shows,
With his
new
wife.
opportunities
With
to
his-
stand up front.
When his wife suing him for
Prenup.
ruining her soul.
Wait.
Prenup, exactly.
It's ex-wife.
prenup? Exactly, Holly.
Ex-wife, man.
Yeah.
They ain't married no more. It was like an 8
She
year
ain't
gap.
get shit. She's still trying to get.
And she
her
trying to
ducats.
sue
Yeah,
because
she's not gonna get
he
anything.
ruined her soul. He ruined her
That's
soul.
it. You don't think that's
They got
suable?
they got
offense?
places for rehab.
Wait,
That type of
they
thing.
don't have no place for no rehab.
It's
no
called a
soul.
church.
Sit down somewhere.
I'm sitting down. Damn it.
You
I
get
can't
lower.
sit no more.
This
Get
nigga-
lower.
This nigga don't vote, but he want to talk about church.
Yes.
What
That's
they
why I have a
gotta do?
My
podcast.
damn
Nigga.
phone is dying. I can't keep looking at
Who
the.
vote in church?
Somebody else gonna have to do the.
Y'all go to Baptist. Y'all go to Baptist church.
Ain't no voting in there.
Never mind.
It's time to go.
Baptist churches vote. My grandmama church voted on the preacher.
True. Yeah. that's-
Yeah.
We don't get to vote. Well, we Methodist, so they just send us somebody. You just go to church the next Sunday and it's somebody different in the poll.
My grandmama.
We don't vote. The
My
bishop decide.
My grandma didn't like the preacher they voted for, so she left the church.
Damn.
Damn, that fucked up.
She ain't about that word, huh?
Oh, old people be serious as shit about church. Every time I wear pants to church, I still get side eyes by the old women. It's like, I want to wear. It's cold. I'm wearing pants. My legs cold. Fuck that shit.
And my grandmama hats be so fancy.
Oh,
Got the whole
yes.
fruit.
Yep.
She ain't got the fruit. They just be having sharp edges. I be like, that's raiding material right there. She gonna throw that hat and just kill something.
Flawless victory.
Something head is
That
gone.
preacher better preach today. I tell you that.
Red, what kind of ratchet shit?
Church
Mafia ain't nothing to play with.
Touche.
telling you.
It is, yeah.
Corner lot.
What you got, Red? You got some ratchet shit? What ratchet shit you get?
Caesar and Carly Bread. Y'all don't know because y'all don't watch the show.
Y'all don't watch
Nah.
it.
I mean, we
If
talked
you
about it,
watch-
so I
yeah.
know as much as that
If
goes.
you watch Black Ink Crew, Caesar left Duchess finally. And then he got with fucking Carly Red. Like, seriously, though?
For real?
Yeah. They together.
So I'm gonna break this down for anybody who don't watch it. One person that makes questionable decisions got with another person that make much more questionable decisions than he make, and left the person that had made questionable decisions at that point as well.
Everybody's just making questionable decisions.
Yeah.
That is accurate as fuck.
Yeah. That's exactly pretty much what it is.
That is.
Thank you for summing that up.
That was. I couldn't.
Black ink crew. Is the ink black or the people?
The people
Both.
are black. It's a black tattoo shop.
I mean, clearly ink is black, but it's other color ink.
They're black.
green.
The owner and the people that operate the tattoo shop are black.
It's an all black tattoo.
Yeah.
So it could be called black ink crew.
They use more than black ink. So
Super
no.
black.
Unless they just use black ink, then yes. But they
Yeah, what
don't.
if you get a color tattoo in the black ink?
So
So it's about the people exclusively, not about the ink, because ink come in other colors.
Yes.
I was just making sure.
Fire Festival with some ratchet shit.
Where's Ja?
Ja thought he was
Where's
paid.
Ja?
Man. He
First of
thought
all,
he was
I
paid.
still maintain anybody who was willing to pay 5 figures for a festival that was head or thrown or affiliated with Ja Rule deserve what the fuck they got.
I have to agree with that.
I agree.
Like, what is wrong with
Who
you?
knew? Who knew that Ja Rule had something to do with it?
When he on the shit?
Nah, he wasn't on the flyers.
No, nobody knew.
They found that shit
Ja
out
Rule
too
had
late.
anything to do with that.
Found it out way too late.
I'm just worried about the people who were flying out. Didn't they get stopped, like on a plane and whatnot? Like a group of people actually made it there.
It was
and
the
then they
ones
started tweeting about it, and people still showed up.
Well, the airline stopped flying people out to that location once, like, word got out of what the fuck was going on. So some people got stopped on the plane and was like, they didn't. But other people got there and was in them fucking little sad ass tents and shit
With
with
the
no
struggle
food,
meals.
the struggle meals.
Half of a
And
salad.
paid tens of thousands of dollars for these tickets because it was supposed to be like a VIP treatment.
It was.
And it was supposed to be all of these different acts, Fallout Boy, like all of these acts was supposed to
And
perform.
most of them started canceling.
The biggest problem in that whole situation is the gap between what was expected and what was received. Like they legit went there and it was like bootleg tent set up with mattresses in it.
FEMA tents,
Like they was having a hood camping trip and feral dogs was walking around the campground. They got like lettuce plates with bread.
With just no condiment, just a piece
Yeah.
of bread. nigga.
Cliff said it was a law simulator. Yes, it was.
Wow, that's how they could have recouped their money. You're now on Lost.
They
Survive,
the
nigga.
people that they had for the show too was like big time, and then people just started like, we're gonna cancel.
The fucking island wasn't
okay.
even set up for this shit. Like it wasn't. They didn't even go ahead of time to realize it. There wasn't like pipes and shit for. But there wasn't nothing there.
That's why you never go to the first of anything.
That's what I said. If I
first
had
niggas
money,
to come to
I'ma
America.
let them
Like,
go.
that
and
didn't
I'ma
turn out
see
too well.
How it turned out, and then I'm gonna go. I wouldn't have wanted to be the first one to go to the Fire Festival.
Yeah, you go
But it
check that out for me. Homie.
Is that I'll go next year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go next year.
Okay.
But it was terrible and it was hilarious because it was a bunch of rich kids.
Chris said it was a damn island. Nobody could check it out.
Yeah, they could have flew out ahead. They had to go fly to put them little struggle tents out there, them struggle meals. Somebody flew out there.
Didn't the guy he was partnered with just got caught up in something else? Like
Embezzling money, I think.
Yeah, he got caught up in
Are
embezzling.
you surprised that the person who was behind the Fire Festival was embezzling money?
No, I'm not. And
By
that's
them plates
makes
they were
sense.
serving, yeah, you shouldn't be surprised.
Well, for anybody who wants to start something like Fire Festival, the reason that it failed was because they went to an environment that didn't have the infrastructure set up for that many people, for those kind of environments. Places that consistently have concerts and stuff, they have the piping, they have the stage, they have the framework, they have the ground, they have everything set up for you to be able to do it. They tried to do something new, and the place that they chose didn't have the infrastructure for it.
Right.
And they had the people that was there before it started ended up realizing that this ain't possible.
Yeah.
And they still flew all these people out.
They should have started canceling them flights.
Yeah, they should have, but they didn't. Cliff said, you know something wrong when Blink 182 canceled.
But the funny part is, motherfuckers said, hey, y'all ain't getting y'all money back. Ain't no refund. No refunds.
Well, the tickets said, didn't the tickets have no refund on them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the tickets were not.
This is the first time in a long time Ja Rule been able to afford a steak. What y'all talking about? Like, what y'all expect?
It's burger.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to
You just
apologize
saw
for
some
that.
videos.
Yeah, I know it just went down. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah.
Horrible.
Too far.
I didn't come here for puns.
Big or small?
Oh, ratchet shit. I-85 collapse in Atlanta.
Yo, that wasn't crack, man. I don't know what they was smoking.
Ratchet. It was. How you let your the main interstate in your city? Like, didn't nobody realize that shit? There wasn't no inspections. They don't do shit with the roads. Like,
So what was the story you heard that caused the bridge to collapse? Because I heard some bullshit.
It was so many.
Yeah.
well, it was some fire that
Crackheads.
was set.
Crackheads smoking crack
Yeah,
in front of it, and
they-
it caused concrete to catch on fire and it burned it
Well,
down.
but it was already something wrong with the bridge. I mean, it was already not strong. But the fire caused something to happen. That whole section of road just fucking collapsed.
Concrete, though.
Yeah.
From
Crack
crack.
is powerful.
Apparently, nigga.
Do you see crackheads?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What kind of crack was it?
I don't know.
High-powered crack. That was that Uber
Super
crack.
crack. Was
That
it
was
meth?
Super Saiyan 3 crack.
Hey, we got some viewers over there. Somebody like some crack out there.
Somebody else jumped dead.
The problem is,
Dying.
I don't know. Clearly, fire can destroy damn near anything.
Save it, Lynn.
So if it was a big bridge size blowtorch and somebody would just blow, of course the bridge will fall down. But like, what does a crackhead need to be able to burn down a bridge with the level of fire
trying to get
and accelerants they may have?
My nigga, I'm trying to get high. You know how much
Crack.
money I had to steal to get this crack?
Do you know how many TVs I had to steal from
Do you know how many
Walmart?
penises I had to suck?
I hate y'all so fucking much.
You know how many times I had to grab shit from under somebody's ass to be able to
I
get
feel
this
like it
crack?
was irrational. I feel like they said, "Look, if we light the bridge up, it'll be on fire forever, and we can just
just
light
bring
up
that crack
forever.
here.
Like, bring the pipe to the fire.
We don't need
bring the
lighters
fire to
ever
the pipe.
again."
That's a great idea.
Dominique said crackheads was smoking the pillars. You're right, girl.
Yo,
smoking the
yo,
pillars.
that's the best theory I've heard so far. They just made like a chimney stack in the pillars. And just smoke crack.
Didn't they say that it would be right back up? It should be up by the end of the summer, though, right?
What? Yeah.
85. Oh no, yeah,
said it was-
they're gonna have to fix this fast.
They say it's supposed to be up by the end of the summer.
I ain't taking 85. Fuck that.
Fuck that too.
The traffic when the
How they
roads
build that
are
shit
great,
that quick?
it's shit in Atlanta. It's fucking terrible. Imagine
I mean,
when
they
the main road.
They needed to find somebody to hold responsible for that whole
Oh,
situation.
dang, it's already finished apparently.
Who said that? Oh,
Victoria?
Victoria?
What up, Victoria?
Oh, it's finished. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna have to do it fast. Atlanta has too much traffic for the main fucking interstate to have a big ass hole in it and people can't travel.
So what they do now? Keep the crackheads from going up there?
Well, no.
They gotta
No
build a wall, goddamn.
The problem is, I feel like the crackheads was a cop out because that is a much better thing to say that these crackheads messed up this isolated part of the bridge than our whole road system in Atlanta
it's
has some
fucked.
infrastructural
Yeah, it's
issues
fucked.
that fire can clearly destroy this thing.
Yeah.
Imagine how many people could have died in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like by chance nobody died.
Yeah,
in
the
that
bridge
situation.
caught on fire first, so they shut it down because of that. And that's the reason why when it collapsed, nobody died. Because they shut it down due to the fire first. So
So let me ask y'all a question.
I can't see
Since
the
they blame
comments,
this
y'all,
on
with my phone
crackheads,
dying.
do you think crackheads should rebuild it?
Hell no. Would you drive on a road that crackheads built?
We probably have.
Do you think crack?
I'm 60 if you drove on 65.
Crackheads.
Oh, 65 is shit. You be feeling like you're on
Do
a
y'all really think crackheads would rebuild that? They gonna be selling gravel in the hood, bruh.
Yeah, they gonna get some more of that super
They gonna be
crack.
like, got some gravel for the low. if you got a truck, we got some steel beams.
I'm moving for you too,
Let me
man.
get some rocks.
You can get
I mean,
all
gravel.
this for $5.
Get some of them gravel, baby. Put it in my pipe
I
and
hate
smoke
y'all
it.
so fucking.
Look, hey, wait a minute. Let me ask y'all about this other story that me and Show had on our show.
On the Gumbint Name podcast, you can subscribe to us on
Every
Gumbint.
Tuesday. Remember when
Club going
when we was
up
talking
on
about
Tuesday.
the biracial winner of the Miss Black University of Texas,
Oh shit.
and she was mixed, and did y'all ever?
Tell us about the story for the people who
Didn't
didn't.
we talk about that? Did we talk about that?
Tell the people
I heard the
about it.
episode.
Maybe that's what
So
I'm
it was
thinking.
like Kappa Alpha Psi, basically crowned this chick named Rachel Melanison,
Who looked like a white girl.
whatever.
She looks like a white girl.
And I don't have the picture up. I wish we could put the picture
She
up.
look
But
like a white
basically,
girl,
She's mixed,
but she look white.
but she looks very white. And she won the Miss Black Texas University pageant, and then there was a debate about that, saying that she shouldn't have won because she's technically a white girl.
Well, technically a white girl.
Well, she's not 100% black.
One drop.
One drop rule. One drop of black blood, which I don't know how they determined back then, but one drop of black blood, you
one
black.
curly hair.
At what point have we come to really determine that black means that you also look the part?
And then, hold up, let's see if I can find
But I mean, that's been an issue within our community for a while. Like colorism is a real thing.
I mean, we joke on Cole about it all the time.
We laugh at him being the only light skinned person in the room all the time.
I got you back.
So I feel like
Don't ever touch me again.
God damn. Oh, light skinned ass nigga. acting like a diva ass nigga. Turn my back
that's
to
what
you.
they do, pretty niggas.
know, right?
Anyhow,
Oh, wavy hair.
I think that that goes back to colorism.
On point, if you haven't seen the picture,
She look white. She ain't no
Here's the
color to
picture.
her at all.
She looks like she's gonna be successful.
Pink eyes. So much.
that's the young lady who won.
What was that? What was that?
Listen, this is the thing. It's a double-edged sword because
I can't.
it's a double-edged sword.
Look, he tried.
They can't. And you didn't mash
look
some
at
other
her.
buttons and things. Wait, right there. That's her, y'all.
That's her. She won Miss Black, and K.A. Psi, Kappa Alpha Psi picked her.
This is the thing. It's a double-edged sword because the sympathy that I have for light-skinned people or mixed people is that
There's
white
sympathy?
people, what?
You know he listening because he light.
No, I'm saying biracial people.
Thank you.
People that have a white parent and a black parent. The reason that I sympathize is because
Victoria said she white.
What up, Victoria?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you good. I'm just
You ain't gonna make your point now because she
no. What you doing? Oh, plugging
My
my
phone
phone.
finna die.
The reason that I sympathize is because growing up with a white parent and a black parent, white kids say you don't belong with us, and black kids say you don't belong with us. And now in society, as they're grown, white people still say you don't belong with us, and dark black people still say you don't belong with us. And so it leaves this category for people who have that blackness within them to always be in this category where we're not going to accept them or they not going to be accepted.
Right.
But I feel like this was the whole issue with the Shea Moisture commercial. It goes back to that. I feel like a lot of times now, light skinned people are what white folks use to pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they black, but they not too black, so it won't be so offensive to audiences. Like, I feel like they're used a lot of times where you saying they're not accepted at all. I feel like, but if we gonna get somebody black, we'll just get somebody that's light or next to white, because she look as close to white as you can look
Or we
without
can
being
catch them all
white.
if we get somebody that looks like The Rock. You know, everybody.
That means
He's
that,
Somalian.
and that also means
Samoan.
Yeah, Samoan.
Somali.
He's Somalian. He ain't got no gold. He ain't got no gold AK-47 in the closet.
Y'all know what I meant.
I'm the captain now. Eyebrow.
Y'all know what I
Well,
meant.
if that's the case, that means that we are punishing them for what corporations are doing
That's everybody
to
in the
them.
thing. They showing all the other contestants on here.
You know,
light skin.
Damn, why I keep doing that?
not as light as.
You got buttons
But,
on
okay.
your phone.
That means we're making them suffer for the businesses that are utilizing them because they think that they're gonna have greater appeal.
That was
Wait.
a black fraternity. It was Kappa. It was Kappas who picked it though.
But that's what I'm finna say. You realize that in the black community that there is a situation where men a lot of times prefer lighter skinned women, and Kappa Alpha Psi is a male black fraternity, and they the ones who picked her. Like, I don't think it's a situation where they not accepted by any of the black people. Like, I don't feel like that's
So why they
Victoria wanna
mad?
see other contestants.
how that go.
Why was they mad then?
Why was who mad?
Everybody who was protesting.
Because it go back to the color. That's what I'm saying.
It's
This black,
colorism,
it's
right?
colorism. You pick the lightest person possible.
Can we say that and just drop that in there in the chat?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I don't know if you can or not.
I can do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have literally had somebody tell me that I was pretty for a dark skinned girl. A black person say that.
That's a bullshit
What is
line,
with
period.
that?
I don't know, cause
I mean-
it's not a compliment. You basically telling me that I somehow overcame this terribleness of having all of this melanin and somehow still was pretty. Like, that's bullshit. But that's a thing. Like, that happens. Like, I am more unattractive to some black men because I'm of darker skin tone.
Shit, I like Hershey's.
Well, colorism is a global issue. Well, you can talk about Japan. You can talk about a lot of different countries.
And I feel like
Britain colonized the world.
Yeah.
They pretty much said white is better, lighter is better.
Yeah.
And over time,
Can't drop the picture.
that's what happened. So I do understand that black, in terms of the darkness, is sometimes overridden by what people think is going to be more acceptable in terms of light people.
Yeah.
But there is a dilemma that lies within as to how do we address those people that do have blackness that's being used by these measures, because we just get mad at them and they have their own set of dilemmas and their own set of struggles. You know, and to me, if you got a black parent, you black. Damn, if you got a black grandparent, you black. You know what I'm saying?
So Michael says he's British and Filipino, and my white grandmother out and out told me that he was white for the first 5 years of his life.
Oh.
Because he thought it would benefit him. And then also Rob says, you ain't even dark skinned for real. And then Dominique said, that's the same as saying you're pretty for a fat girl.
Exactly. It's an insult. It's a backhanded ass compliment. It's not a compliment, but folks think that it is. And Rob, so to some people, I'm the blackest thing in the room sometimes. Like, I don't think I'm that. What is that?
Well,
I think I'm darker than I started.
Well, I'm definitely the fattest in the room.
I'm trying to get there.
I mean, that's me.
I don't know, man. A lot of times, like I always tell y'all, man, too light for the black folks and too dark for the white folks.
Shut your Indian ass up.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna make this huge point about colorism and then go back and say, shut your
I
Indian
just like
ass
fucking
up?
with Cole though. Like, it has nothing
It's okay
to
to
do.
discriminate for him, huh?
Cole specifically.
You pretty
yes.
cute for a dark chick.
Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
But it does represent the default.
Don't do that.
It does represent the default by which we operate.
Yeah.
We
Right.
operate from a light skinned default.
Yep, we
You
do.
know? So when you say something like you pretty for a dark girl, your default is, light.
Yeah.
And then when you go to Walmart and you look at the black boxes, it ain't really that many dark skinned folks. It's like one dark skinned dude with the S curl going on the S curl box.
Hair product.
Yeah, the hair products
Like boxes they selling they selling bitches in Walmart, nigga.
But that goes back to everybody was and I had to state this because I was upset as well. Everybody was questioning why people got upset about the Shea Moisture shit. It's for this exact same thing that we talking about.
Right.
The fact that black dark skinned women get left out a lot, and a company that caters to black hair decided to do a commercial where they left out the darker skinned women. They get left out every fucking elsewhere. Why would they also get left out by their own folks?
Black women, if you want to come in, Shogun got room for you.
Oh God.
Cliff said the same thing. The same thing for you talk very proper or you are very articulate.
Oh yeah, I got
because
that
people who say that, the default is that you are not.
Yep.
You do not talk proper
talk
or
white.
you are not articulate.
You sound white when you talk proper, articulate, when you use correct grammar. You talk
sure
white.
do talk
Why you
good.
talking white? The fuck? I'm talking like me.
Like that's another part of that, because it's like the default is that black is bad.
Yeah.
And if you do something that is outside of black, they pull you out of black. They don't say, let me change my predispositions about black because
people.
clearly black people do speak properly and black people are articulate. They don't. Black is a constant negative, and they just say, we'll pick you out of black. You act white.
You're different. You're not like those
Or
others.
a white person do something crazy, they put them in there. You act black. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like black is the constant negative. They don't look to change their perception about it.
They quick to kick them out. You acting ghetto.
A hood.
Yeah, hood.
A ratchet. They
You
like
being
ratchet.
a wigger.
Oh, that's a thing though.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
So Rob is saying black people went right back to buying shea moisturizer.
I ain't bought that shit, Rob. Don't speak.
I
for me.
did.
I have not.
I did. I ain't gonna lie.
Put it out there. Talk about the Shea Moisture controversy. That
So
happened.
the issue that I had with that, they made a commercial where they're trying to like expand their audience, which I don't have a problem with. So they had a commercial where these women were talking about hair hate and the things they hate about their hair, the things that people made them feel bad about their hair. And the black person it was white women with red hair talking about being a ginger and how hard it is to be a ginger and all of this. The black person that they had was this very, very mixed ass girl with loose curls. There's a good hair, bad hair debate.
That was a bad pause, wasn't it? It wasn't.
I was trying to.
It was like, tell me more about this black girl.
Y'all thought she was finna say loose booty?
Hey.
Oh hell no, no.
Yeah, she was in there twerking. I need to watch this
No,
video.
loose curls.
She's freaking.
There's a good hair, bad hair thing in the natural community. When I went natural, and other people were asking me, my afro red. So when I'm out, people will stop me and say shit about my hair because it brings attention to me. And women would say to me like, oh man, I would go natural, but I don't have good hair like you. And what they're talking about is the fact that I have a curl to my hair, and not everybody does. That's an issue. People don't even want to wear the hair that grows out of their head because people make them feel bad about it because nappier hair isn't acceptable. So the problem with Shea Moisture doing that was that this is already a thing that black women, dark-skinned black women that have afro texture hair have to go through. We're not represented. You're not gonna see that woman in a fucking Pantene commercial. Pantene had commercials with black women, but it's black women with that nice, pretty, curly hair.
They don't have to expand. They don't have to expand out past, you know what I'm saying?
They can't. I don't even have a problem. Yeah, Pantene?
Yeah,
Pantene don't. And I don't have a problem with Shea Moisture. If Shea Moisture want to start making shit for white folks, I don't really care about that, but I don't feel like
just don't lose your core.
You don't have to do it at the expense of women that look like me.
Speak on
That's all I'm saying. So my issue with it was
hey, speak on it.
oh my God, I'm not even gonna talk about soul sister shit and all of that shit. But
Is that derogatory?
it's okay. Anyhow,
keep going.
the whole issue with it was just that black women, dark-skinned Afro texture women, are left out, and so like there's a few exceptions to that, but most of the time we the ones that are left out. And so when Shea Moisture did that commercial, it stepped on a lot of toes, and people got really mad because they like, damn, even now the companies that's supposed to represent me have left me out.
Yeah.
Who called me an Earth Mother?
Dominique, she just said it. She said Earth Mother. I don't think she was directing it. I was like, I didn't want to say your name at first, Dominique. I'm sorry if I got them hands.
No, I was just because I get called soul sister and shit by dudes trying to holler at me. So
accept that shit.
No,
embrace it.
It's weird.
Soul
Anyhow, so yeah, that's what was the issue with Shea Moisture. So yeah, Rob, you're right. People do buy Shea Moisture. I didn't. I don't. I stopped.
If I had hair, I probably wouldn't.
Well, like let's see, like Jaleesa said, she used Shea and she wasn't insulted.
And not everybody was.
And everybody was talking about they was trying to get a new audience. That's how
and I feel that. I don't have a problem with
I was
getting
like
new
that too, and I was like, well, people got a little upset about it when they was really trying to expand and do more. And then when you listen to the interview, with the guy, on the Breakfast
the
Club,
CEO,
and it sounded like he was moonwalking. That didn't go through the proper channels, or like, the people who did that, they didn't go through. I'm like, well, you run the company, so how come it didn't go through?
You delegate.
But
they should have just accepted and said we were trying to branch out.
Yeah,
we messed up. We don't want to forget about our core audience. Of course, we still care.
And the fucked up thing I can speak to again, going back to Rob about people still using. Let me tell you something about black hair. Okay, if you're not natural, you may not understand this. So he should understand it. It is very like everything don't work for your hair. It is hard as fuck to find products that like do what you want your hair to do. And so when you find that shit, you stick with that shit. And so even if your principal, you ain't gonna want to walk around looking crazy about the head. And so I think like some people are choosing to because they weren't offended, but I think other people is just like got no fucking choice, which is another reason why I was fucked up. Hair is such a huge thing for black women. I feel like black women, get their perm, their hair gotta look straight. I ain't getting in the water, I ain't swimming, I ain't walking out in the rain. Like hair is a huge thing. We spend thousands and thousands of dollars on hair,
and not everybody know about how to do it.
Exactly.
That's why you have a YouTube channel where you
I do have a YouTube channel, Beautiful Calamity, where I talk about the shit I do to my hair. He opened the door. I wasn't gonna say shit.
I feel called like the alley-oop, nigga.
I appreciate it.
Dunk that shit.
I feel like it was just I took it like when we first, because me and you actually talked
Yeah, we
about it.
did
And I
have
was
a
just like,
conversation
well, they're
about
trying to build a new audience, Red. Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, let these people grow. Let them be great. And then after the interview with the CEO, I'm like, this dude really is back. He backpedaling on a lot of stuff, and he trying to clean it up really well. And for somebody who, you know, you have to be like, look, we did what we did, period. Like, this is what it is, and we ain't finna apologize for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you got somebody who's the CEO of a company backpedaling about what the
Rico.
situation is, it just made everything look
What up,
really
Felicia?
bad. So,
What?
Speaking of people joining the chat.
I thought you
I
said
think-
bye, Felicia.
I think that it's so. I bought some, you know, because I was
Once you
using.
got good stuff.
I was using Scotch. That don't know nothing make my beard feel as silky as that Shea Moisture when I put it on.
That's
but
what
you know,
I'm saying about black hair. Like our hair, the texture of our hair, like shit either work or it don't. I mean it. And I tell people that even when I make my videos, like, look, this worked in my hair. You can try it. I don't know if it'll work in yours.
And the thing is, like, going along with Rob points as it pertains to business is you don't have to be mad at like LeVar Ball because they business people. You don't have to be mad at a Pepsi. You don't have to be mad at Shea Moisture, but that's how the free market works.
Yep.
Right.
If your marketing tactics are wrong, you gonna mess up and you gonna lose business.
Yeah.
And you can do one or two things. You can stick by that and stick with the people you
Double
done
down.
lost,
Double down.
or you can double down and build that other group of people that you're going with. Like, that's how the free market work when it comes to business. It just turns out that this time they messed up and they had to make decisions as to how they were gonna move forward. And in his case, started backpedaling a little bit to see if he can get that support back from those people.
Yeah.
You know, but if you black, and this is where I come in, like, in terms of the problem, I don't want my blackness measured by whether I do or don't participate in things that other black people do or don't agree with.
Right.
You know, I will tell you I bought some Shea Moisture after that situation.
Yeah.
I talked about me being very forgiving to these things earlier on in the podcast. I still buy Pepsi. Like, they gonna have an opportunity to recover as far as I'm concerned. Yes, that was a mistake. That's a problem. But like for me, I don't want my blackness measured on whether I go see a movie with somebody black folks is boycotting, or whether I don't go see Selma,
Whitewash.
or whether I don't boycott these things. I don't like my blackness being measured on that, because at the end of the day, we all black. The only black people we should measure is like Jesse Peterson and Thomas Sowell and Clarence Thomas. Like that, they blackness we need to measure, because they ain't trying to be black.
I ain't as forgiving. So,
They trying to
not
be
a forgiving
other.
person. I mean, it is what it is. People still gonna buy Shea Moisture. They, you know, I think they lost some people, but whether or not it's enough that's gonna matter, I don't know. Me personally, I haven't bought anything else from them, but also I have other shit that work for my hair that I like. So again, if I was in a situation where I didn't try everything on the market and nothing worked but Shea Moisture, I don't know.
You gotta go.
Cause I don't know if I'm be walking out here looking crazy to make a point.
And you can't, you don't, and then as a black woman, you don't really have that option. Especially
And you
as a
don't.
professional-
Trying to go to
as a
work
professional
and-
black woman, you
Yeah.
ain't got that option.
My hair already fucking red. I gotta make sure that shit is neat.
Yeah,
Shit.
you
already
wouldn't have your
pushing
job if it was nappy and terrible.
I'm
looking.
already pushing it with the red.
So,
Oh, crazy.
Shit, I gotta keep it.
keep it neat, keep it
Yeah,
tight.
keep it neat.
What up, Rico? Appreciate you joining in. And he says you can't make no mistakes as a black business owner. A person.
Hey, yeah, I mean, you can. You
I
just
don't know
can't make
that
those
you
kind of
can't make
mistakes.
certain mistakes. I feel
Those
like
mistakes you can't make.
yeah.
I want somebody to clean my bathrooms once a month. That's it. Right? I don't know. I don't like cleaning bathrooms. I clean up
Let's just
everything
see where
else.
this is going.
I don't like cleaning. Well, look. So I went to Facebook Market to see, cleaning people, and a lot of them
Back
pop
page.
up.
So you're serious about getting somebody
just
to
see
clean?
where
Yes.
it's going.
So
Hold
this was for the Airbnb. I wanted to get a cleaning routine established for the other bathroom, so that when I start using it, that it can get cleaned frequently.
Okay.
So a white person gave me a quote, and a black person gave me a quote. And the black quote was outlandish, bruh. I was like, for 2 bathrooms, like, this is in my head. I was looking at them, shaking my head like, okay.
what's outlandish?
But in my head, I was like, bruh.
Oh, Dominique said so. Earth sister, one Earth mother, whatever.
She
One
was saying it
directed
was the same.
Yeah, it's so.
So what
I
was
had-
outlandish?
So
Like-
apparently the first cleaning is always more expensive. They just establish what they doing.
Right.
And the white ladies baseline was $60 for the first clean and $45 after that.
Okay.
The black lady said it was $140 for the first cleaning,
Damn.
and then $80 every subsequent one.
Wait, was she
Do she
topless?
cook with that?
She must have been topless.
I don't know. I don't know the industry standards.
topless?
I don't know if she's going overboard.
Back page, nigga. Shit.
No, it went back page.
It was Facebook.
It was definitely back page.
It was not back
I'm just
page.
saying.
150 roses.
I don't know the market rate for whether the white lady is lowballing the whole industry or whether the other lady is like just trying to get her gains in.
Maybe she's just trying to ball.
I don't know.
Look, if
She
you
was
don't look
shooting
at-
high, and she
Did it
missed
say it was
out.
negotiable?
No, and she didn't send me the follow-up email she was supposed to send me.
That's black folks way.
Yeah.
She said I will send you an
said it.
email with the quotes,
I said it.
with what we gonna take care of, with all our services. Never got an email.
Right.
That's black folks way.
Yeah, that's messed up, and that's why you didn't go with her services.
No,
Exactly.
no, I went with the cheaper services.
I just saw Michael and she said behind the white lady. No, Mike, she was the white lady.
Oh no, that's old. That was,
Yeah.
I know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know the standard by which we measure how we support black businesses. Like, do I support a black business to support a black business, even if it costs 2 times as much as what a white or other owned business would cost? You know? Or how long do I support a black business if they shortchanging my services, you know, because they black? Like, what's the measuring stick by which we use that?
Can I go ahead and answer that first? I'm gonna jump out on this sword real quick.
Oh shit.
You gotta vote with your dollars, man. What you can afford. I mean, your principles is one thing, but if they just busting you over the head just because they can, because it's black owned, I'm sorry, the competition is coming with a better deal.
I don't.
Wait, when you just praising LeVar Ball for these $500 shoes?
And I've said in the past that $500 is too much for those shoes. I am not that target demographic. I'm not going to buy those shoes. He can aim those shoes at people who want to buy that brand. I'm not a big baller. I'm a little baller. So, I don't care if you want to do that, but I'm not going with your services if they're $150 versus $60. That's just simple math for me.
Some people feel like you should just support black-owned businesses no
Not
matter
at all
what.
costs.
And
Not if I'm homeless.
it ain't even got to be to that extreme. If you're doing some fuck shit, I'm not gonna just support you because you black. That is not how my morals work.
Chad agree with me.
Not gonna fucking do it. I'm sorry. If you out here doing some bullshit, I am not gonna support you just because you black. I'm not gonna keep putting money behind you because you black. What happened?
I was just reading these
I want to see. My friend.
Chris said, I can't support LeVar Ball. I don't care. He crazy as fuck.
Word.
I was the only one saying he's a decent guy. He's an asshole, but he's all right, you know.
Yeah. Cliff said blind support is not good for anyone.
Exactly.
That's growth.
Yep.
Cliff, take your own advice. Stop buying Nintendo games. I'm sorry, y'all.
Damn, you got real upset about
You
that.
just don't know
Nintendo game.
the
What?
You don't know the you.
Why you hate
Is that because
Nintendo?
white people make Nintendo?
No, because
Japanese? Who make Nintendo?
Japanese?
All right, y'all.
Check it out on the Nerd Plate on YouTube.
Thank you. I was trying to get that. Cliff is a
We gotta move
diehard.
on. We're about to hit 2 hours.
Damn.
And I don't know if anybody. Do y'all have some topics that we didn't cover?
Sorry.
That we might want to throw out there. Hey, people, if y'all still hanging with us, thank you. Let me
Shout out.
round of
shout
applause.
out, shout out.
Thank you for hanging with us. We love you. Don't ever forget
Fuck
that.
you, show.
We love you. Don't ever forget that.
We are, we
Talk about
15
Rob.
minutes in the hole.
Rob in China.
Are we?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Please, let's talk about that.
Oh, Tricks is winning out here in these streets. Hoes is winning. Let me tell you something right now. Hoes is Black China. If you have been under a rock, Black China posted some pictures of her and some nigga named Ferrari. Yes, his name is Ferrari. And
And he drives a Toyota.
Rob
That ain't what his mama
Kardashian
name.
said, you know what? He pulled the ultimate Angela Bassett Wait Next Hell move. He said, I'm finna post all your stuff on Instagram. I'm finna post, I'm mad, and I've had enough.
You know what crossed the line, though?
What?
It wasn't about him fucking his wife. That wasn't it.
No.
It was about him taking that picture in his bed.
In his bed.
robe.
In his
robe.
In his robe, man. Do you know how many lines he stepped over?
Habitual line stepper.
Habitual line stepper, man.
So
You don't wear another man's robe.
Rob
dog.
Kardashian says, I'm about to, he said, You're not doing those exercises to get that shape. You're getting plastic surgery, $100,000 that I paid for. And
you the fool, Rob.
Well,
we all know.
We all know that. That goes without saying.
Shit.
So we
Trying to get you.
it was crazy. So Rob Kardashian posted all these pictures about her breast surgeries, about everything, and she just posting pictures of her laying in the bed with some dude named Ferrari. So Hoes is winning.
She's
about to sue him for like revenge porn.
Let me just say something about
Not
that.
revenge porn.
Yeah, it is. Isn't that
That's
what
not
it's called?
revenge porn.
That's what they was calling it in the tabloids. What is it?
That's disorderly conduct.
No, the lawyer said in California there's a statute because people would release videos and pictures after they break up with somebody. There's actually a statute in California that says you can't do that. So it is against the law. It's revenge porn.
So how are we defining porn? Somebody naked is porn?
Yes, he was posting naked.
She was butt
the
ass
actual
naked.
definition.
He was posting pictures of like her, like he was like, this is a picture that it was like a vagina. Like,
I think the
and he
actual
was just like,
definition of porn is printed photos like that.
it don't matter. He basically said this is the picture that she sent me before she went to have sex with that other guy, and it was her showing her pussy.
Here's my
Her
question.
vagina.
Here's my
Is that what
question.
y'all use?
Does that apply when the person in question is a stripper and
She
people
ain't no
that
stripper
seen
no
it?
more.
She was one.
I just have a question. Is Black China really worth $2 million?
No.
The thing is, under disorderly conduct, that's what I was reading first. Under disorderly conduct, anything that is explicitly meant to be private. Like if they sent it to you with the understanding it was going to be private, if you release it, then that is a problem. It don't matter if you was a stripper before. If that picture wasn't released by her as a stripper, you know, with the intent of it being for everybody, that's not a problem.
This is the
If
same
it was
thing with
intended to be for him, then it's a problem for
It's
you to
the same
release
thing
it.
with the revenge porn.
China is getting paid.
Apparently they made that a rule because folks would get mad after they break up with folks and just release videos and all of it. So
But that's what
why
my
you
measure
shouldn't
was
put your
at.
face
Like,
in your nudes. Don't put your face in your nudes.
her face wasn't in no
I don't
pictures,
know.
but that body art let you know it was her.
Don't
Her
get
face-
tattoos and take your nudes in.
Hey, I got pictures. I got.
Don't take
tattoos.
nudes then.
I don't-
Use towels.
Fuck.
Hey, if you want to participate, I'm just saying.
But
That's a very soft definition for porn in that sense.
Whatever happened.
No, it isn't because when people take pictures of kids and it's child pornography.
Wait,
No, it
we
isn't.
missing the bigger picture here.
Pictures are
Hoes
porn.
is winning.
Wait, we missing the
Hoes is
huge picture.
winning.
Why is this nigga mad?
I don't know. Cause
Everybody knows
knew.
she's a hoe. Like,
And she was
everybody
using
knows-
him to get back at the
She got
Kardashians.
$2 million.
That's
in the
that's
pictures.
his baby mama though.
Who? Oh,
Yeah, see, here you go.
How y'all, what's the measuring stick for being a hoe?
Black China.
How many people we know she done had sex with?
Look, I'm not calling her a hoe like that.
I found out about 4 of them from that day.
I just used the phrase. Hoes is women.
She is definitely
Rico, whoever Rico is, said if that's the case, Facebook sharing should be illegal. that if you're releasing it yourself, that's fine.
Being
the
a
law
stripper
is.
doesn't forfeit your privacy. Bitch, you taking your clothes off.
Hey,
nigga.
again,
Wait,
but
man,
I think it's because she's choosing the time and the place that that's happening. She sent those
So it's
pictures
okay
to him.
when you inside the
Hey,
building?
guess what? I ain't no stripper, and I wouldn't be a stripper. So that's and who am I to judge? What I am saying is the
I
reason
judge
why
all
it's a
my
problem. The reason why it's a problem is because these were pictures that she did not give her permission to be released.
Right.
So regardless of whether or not she a stripper, and regardless of whether or not she didn't posted her own news before, she ain't post these particular news.
Right.
And Facebook Live is the same thing. You doing that yourself. If you want to put your ass and titties out there, I guess that's your business. But
If you
you're
want to put your ass and
deciding
titties out
to
there,
do.
DM me at Cole Jackson.
Cole Jackson
Because I ain't got nobody. So DM me. Hit my Twitter, Cole Jackson12. Just DM me the pictures and I won't show nobody.
Unless they good, then you know.
But no, seriously.
This is what you get when you put your patty cake out there.
Famous
Wait,
man, a wise man,
Patty cake.
a
Put your
wise,
patty cake.
a wise man once said, "You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes."
That's how it happened.
He getting sued for it though. Like But he was mad. I mean,
I hope the judge throw this out.
Well, it don't matter. All he gonna do is repossess the cars and stuff he gave and pay her with the money that she had before. She could have kept it.
He gonna take that ass back.
Mike said will do, so he gonna be in your DMs.
whoa. I like women.
It's too late.
You did not say,
Yeah.
you didn't qualify it.
5 pictures.
You should have been specific.
You didn't qualify it.
Yuck.
Oh, are you shaming now?
So,
meat shaming.
Oh, damn it.
I like
the meat shit.
Hey.
but do y'all blame Rob for like doing that, being mad, doing that shit?
Yes.
Why?
Because
you don't like one. You don't like the Kardashians at all.
No, I ain't even got.
How
I
did
don't
he
even
get
have
with
an
her?
issue with him being a Kardashian. Here's my thing.
How'd he get with her?
If I feel like from the beginning, Rob should have known what this was. Like, she got with you after your sister took her man, her baby daddy. Now she all on your job.
Wait,
and you don't think it's nothing wrong? His
Rob's
little sister,
who was underage at the time.
at the time. You don't think nothing about that? So you surprised that when she get this baby, which means she gonna get this check that she out, you surprised?
Finesse.
I don't feel no. I think he overreacted because he knew what he had. And just because Kanye was able to turn your sister from a hoe to a housewife don't mean that you was gonna be able to do the same thing.
We didn't have the
with
same
Blac Chyna.
expectations. We knew this was gonna happen. We were just waiting on this date.
Yeah.
No, we went on the other shoe to drop.
But
Exactly.
he did the same thing with what's her name, Rita.
Ora.
Yeah,
Rita Ora.
Yeah,
Rita Repulsa?
Rita Repulsa. Yeah.
Nigga, this ain't Power Rangers.
Make my mustache grow.
Look, I've heard people saying. I've heard people
Michael
saying.
said meat shame. You meat shamed him.
Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to do that.
I think a lot. I saw a lot of people saying, "Hey, he mad. He been wrong. You know, let him. Let it out."
No.
There is a limit to how you should let things out. I don't care who you in a relationship with. There is a way to go overboard, and there's a way to start turning wheels that you can't unturn
That's
once they's
like saying,
rolling. And he done turned some wheels.
Let him set the
That's
house
the
on
situation.
fire. Let him get it out of his system. Just let him set it on fire. He got to get it out of his system. There is a limit on the
Let
things
him
you
choke her
need to do.
until she's within the last few breaths of her life, and then let her go.
He earned that shit. She was wrong. It's a limit.
Like, you can't just do what you want when people are wilding out on you.
So if the shoe was on the other foot and this was a woman who did this, then what?
Be the same thing, bitch.
First
Sit the
off,
fuck down. And we don't.
Would she post skinny Rob nudes or fat Rob nudes?
Fat
One.
It means meats. It meats news.
But I'm saying one of them gonna have a gut hanging over, and one of them gonna have a little flabby pouch hanging over. That just it makes a difference.
Still is meats.
But when do you see? But first of all,
Fat or skinny?
I feel like this
man.
something dudes do. When do you see women releasing news? That ain't what we do when we get mad. We tear your shit up. We hit you with where
Y'all
it
definitely
matter.
do that shit. It's in the group chat. Y'all don't put it on Twitter and stuff.
But it don't matter if you ain't gonna know
Denied.
it's in the group
Denied,
chat.
though.
I don't put nothing
Denied
on.
what?
Let me tell you something. If you done ever sent me a dick pic randomly, I sure the fuck have shared it with everybody in my group, and we done laughed at
Well,
your ass.
the context for this situation is being in
It was cold.
Well, the context for this situation is having been in a long-term relationship,
Yeah.
being
Or
done
marriage.
wrong,
He was married.
or marriage, being done wrong, and what happens between men and women. I mean, I feel like what Rob did is generally, what women do in the context of how they lash out.
Overreacting. So
Yeah.
I get him
So
more
are you saying he
emotional.
was wrong?
I think he was wrong.
I think he was wrong.
We
Yeah,
all
he
should have
wrong.
been expecting this.
He was wrong. I mean, what men do,
Get your way to exhale on, Rob.
in this situation, what men
Get your
do
way to
is
exhale
they self-medicate,
Yeah.
and it turns into breaking 4 other women's hearts, because they don't care about them at all.
Yep.
Women lash out at that one person specifically till they get
We gonna
over it,
tear
and
your
then they
shit
move
up. We
on
gon-
to somebody and have a successful relationship.
Yeah.
While he's still fucked up.
Yep.
Like, that's what happens.
$2 million.
I feel like men. I feel like men release nudes. Like I don't like sex tape. Like I don't feel like women do that shit. Y'all ain't gonna be upset about that
Did Ray
shit.
J release that Kim Kardashian?
No, her mama did. Didn't Chris release that shit?
Chris Jenner.
Chris, the madam, her madam did that.
Pimping ain't easy.
I'm just saying, $2 million. He could have bought all of like some third world country and just had all kinds of sex with them. So I just don't understand why he
With
invested
third
that
world country,
like just some. I don't want to call them poor people, but He could have spent a lot less
They
for
are
way
poor.
more. It's
Poor.
just I don't see why he spent $2 million on this woman who didn't care about him from the
He
jump.
married her. Had a child by her, man. Like,
Are they actually married? I know they kept saying referring to, but folks do that
they
shit.
was married.
Yeah, she's a Kardashian.
And she tried to like.
I knew they were
trademark
engaged. I
his
didn't know
name.
they had got married.
I don't know. I don't sympathize for the nigga. It
I
sucks
don't, because
that
you
was
knew
cheating
she
on-
was a hoe when you got with
We've been
her.
there. Everybody's been there. Well, most
know
people's
that.
been there.
Niggas get cheated on every day, B.
Right.
You know that?
You
How
just
he know
bounce
that?
back, my
You
nigga.
know that?
He didn't know what.
He married her, and yeah, she had a baby by him. That's a fucking extreme for you to go through all of this shit just to
Kanye
like,
West is married to Kim Kardashian, who has a
Different.
sex tape. Why?
because he's got mental issues.
Get the fuck out of here, Cole. Get the
Rob
fuck
don't have-
out of here.
Cole Jackson.
We
One more.
done covered a whole range of topics on
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Mental-
Jaleel.
Yeah, Jaleel,
Jaleel.
I do not want to invalidate like the significance of when men overreact
'Cause they
in that
kill
way.
women.
They overreact in that way. I just think most of the overreaction be that internalization.
Yeah.
When it like in mass, like most men just they fuck their life up and they self up for that
but
period
there
of
are
time.
men that kill women
But
and they sell
but
their
like
children.
women, like men who overreact gonna overreact far more intensely than women will in that sense. Like that's what we see. We be
Rico
like,
said it was
oh,
a
you don't want to
short-term
talk to me?
agreement,
Bow!
not years.
Shot him in the head. We don't, that's a situation that women have to worry about.
So how does this end up? How did this story end?
She gonna get paid.
He gonna pay her
gonna
child
pay
support.
her.
He gonna probably have to pay her for releasing them photos.
You've been a loser your whole life.
He gonna
You just
either
lose.
do one or two things because he already suffers from depression. He either gonna sink into depression and he gonna have some kind of suicide attempt come out here soon, and he gonna have to get some help, or he gonna realize that he fucked up and players fuck up, and he gonna process it and move the fuck on.
I want to
Them
know
are the
who's
only
in
two
his
options.
circle. Where is his friends at?
He ain't really got none.
Well, that's the problem.
That's what I'm
nigga.
saying. Before her, you didn't see Rock gained all that weight. He was depressed.
Wasn't he a model at one point?
No, but he wasn't as big as he is. He like disappeared from the limelight for the longest time, and he came back out with her. So he definitely suffered some depression. So I mean, it's gonna go one or two ways. He either gonna slip into that depression again,
Right.
or he gonna realize players fuck up and he gonna bounce back.
Bounce back.
Victoria said they ain't married. I thought they got married.
I don't think they married. They call each other husband and wife, but so do people on Facebook all the time, and they ain't fucking married. Like, I don't think they married.
I remember thinking she's officially a Kardashian.
No, people were saying that she was gonna be a Kardashian. She was gonna be Angela Kardashian because they were engaged. I don't remember them getting married. I don't think they're married.
Well, maybe they didn't get married.
All right.
We
So we're at
2
2
hours.
hours. So we're gonna close it out with this. This is the last topic we're gonna talk about. 2017 has been a great year
Shit.
for music.
Oh.
We've had some shit drop, and we've had some great albums. I'm gonna start on the West Coast with my boy On Point. What's some music you didn't listen to that was good?
Ain't
this
gotta
year?
be
That
rap.
was
Childish Gambino.
That was a good one.
damn.
Childish Gambino, hands down.
Yeah.
I've always been a Childish Gambino fan. I'm talking about from even before Camp, when he was rapping with them white boys with them comedy club, like they were doing the freestyle. I can't remember the name of them, but like I was with him when he was rapping that stuff, because he the way that he rapped was kind of like Kanye explaining that song where he said Last Call, where he said he had that one line in the whole thing and nothing else. Like Childish Gambino was rapping like that, where he had like one line wrapped up in a bunch of bullshit. But I was listening to that, So I've been following him for a long time, and just this album is like, I'm still listening to it,
Right.
beginning to end,
Right.
and then hearing different stuff in it,
Yeah.
as I listen to it.
Like, and let me preface this: it don't have to be no hip hop. You ain't gotta have no hip. It ain't gotta be hip hop. It can be any kind of music you want to listen to that you've been listening to. Red.
Panic at the Disco.
Now is it Panic with the exclamation point? Is it
I mean, I
Panic?
ain't
Because,
got that
they
energy.
changed.
It's still. I think it does have the explanation.
It changed
point.
every other.
Panic at the Disco, Imagine Dragons. I know everybody's gonna mention this, but recently 444 Jay-Z. I think that's yeah. I don't really listen to a lot of hip hop, the new stuff, because it made me feel old because I don't get it. But that's about it. Yeah, Imagine Dragons' new album is amazing. If y'all like
Any
that
of y'all,
kind of music.
any of y'all listen to Her?
Oh shit,
Yes.
Her that
Yes.
shit.
Did y'all know Volume
She
2
comes
came
to-
out?
Yes, I didn't listen
Yeah.
to Volume 2. Volume 1 and Volume 2 are Her amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Chunk
it.
is live.
Shogun.
Well, probably my favorite album so far this year is gonna be the Big Sean's album. I'm still listening to that every once in a while. It came out at a pivotal point in my life. He's talking about going through a lot of stuff in his life. Yeah, I decided it was huge.
Kendrick, Cliff said Kendrick.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Kendrick. Damn, that was a great album.
Yeah.
And in 444, that's great. Royce the 5'9", that's one of my favorite MCs. I'm a big hip hop head, so you can check us out on BYNK Radio. But yeah, Big Sean is probably my favorite album so far this year.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Big Sean. I did listen to that.
I'm gonna put in my notes. So for me, it was the first thing I put down was Jay-Z 444.
Cause he been singing that shit since he got here today.
God, Jay-Z 444.
That particular song.
It's awesome. It's so soulful. Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, Damn. Drake, More Life. I really enjoyed that. And Big Sean, I decided. I got a whole lot more than that. But the biggest thing for me this year was music. This has been a year for music. Like, anytime you have all of these artists, like K-Dot, think about this. K-Dot, does J. Cole count for this year?
I thought it was this year.
Yeah, J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like K-Dot, J. Cole, Big Sean, Drake, and Jay-Z dropped something in the first 6 months, first 7 months of the year. That's huge. I don't think we've had a year like this in a while.
Yeah.
Music, hip hop has been really, really big. It's been a really good year. I'm not even talking about like the people who hadn't even really got a chance to we ain't even talked about Logic,
yeah.
Joey Badass,
Russ.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard that. Russ is very dope.
Him, the answer to her, him.
There's a him?
It's
Him
a him
and her.
Yeah, he's answering her. Black. It's a lot of artists that's dropped this year, and it's just been a really, really
That
good
Bruno
year.
Mars come out.
This year. That's the album of the year.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is the album of the year.
I mean,
I'm telling you right now.
That Bruno Mars
No.
is hard.
It
Though.
was cool.
Bruno Mars is the album. What?
Cool. I like
Oh, I
it. Was
thought you
9
called
songs.
him a coon.
No.
Oh, Bruno Mars a coon.
No.
Bruno Mars is a coon.
No. I said cool. It was cool.
Oh.
It was only 9 songs.
I hear Bruno Mars all the time, so it's just been a great year for music. I haven't even talked about like the stuff outside of hip hop because I could go on forever, but I just feel like this has been a great year for music. I think the next 6 months it's gonna be really, really heavy with a lot of good stuff. So I mean, I've been super excited about it. So I think it's been a great year for music. You guys had some really good picks too. So
What's deaf?
anything else?
2018 gonna be black as fuck. Ain't that when Black Panther come out?
Black Panther. God, I
Black
can't
as
wait for
fuck.
that.
That is the blackest movie I've never seen. I'm so excited. I'm
black,
so
y'all.
fucking
And I'm black,
excited.
y'all. And I'm black and black and I'm black.
One of the characters got a lip plate. It's black as shit. I mean, it's black as fuck.
That's African.
We all understood what she was saying, man. Come on. Close this out.
Charlie Murphy.
Do you really want to start this darkness shit, light man?
I wouldn't start that. All right, so that's it. Everybody go around the room and give everybody your stuff so they'll know how to get in touch with you. Mr. On Point, you can go right ahead.
Mr. On Point, y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. MISTER_on_point.
You can find me. I'm Real Shogun Beats. I go by the name Shogun on Gumbint Name Podcast.
Oh, hey. So, red_calamity
It's all her time.
red_calamity on Instagram and Twitter. And Beautiful Calamity on YouTube.
Subscribe, man.
And I am Cole Jackson. You can find me on BYKRadio.net. You can find me on Gumbint Name Podcast. Come out every Tuesday. I am on Twitter, Cole Jackson12. I am on Instagram, Cole Jackson_BYK. Now, this was a great crossover. We always love to hang out with these folks. We hang out with them outside of podcasting. So make sure you guys support both of our podcasts, which comes out every Tuesday. And give us some feedback on the live stream. Let us know what's going on. If y'all enjoyed this, we might do another one for the end of the year. You never know. So with that, anybody got something to say?
Look, I appreciate all y'all for joining in. Mike from overseas, ain't no telling how late it is and how much sleep you missing for this, man. But I appreciate you getting up on here, man.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Cliff, Mary, Dominique, everybody who joined in, man, I appreciate y'all for
Shout out to
checking us out.
Holly, even though show gave you so much shit, Holly, thank you for tuning in.
I'm cool with Holly. I was just, hey.
I want to give a shout out to my cousin Tevia too. Thank you for joining. Sid Davis, thank you for joining. Cliff, Carol joined.
Two
Oh yeah,
ways.
she did, Carol.
Carol, we love you.
Shout out to the Black
We
Balance
love you.
Podcast.
We love you, Carol. Everybody who took time out to like watch this and listen to us, man, thank y'all so much, man. Y'all ain't had to do that. You really didn't have to do that, but y'all did. Now you can go watch Power because it come on about 1 minute.
Man.
Oh shit, we
Free
close
my
as
nigga
fuck.
Ghost.
Free Ghost.
Free Ghost.
We'll catch y'all on the next time.
Appreciate
Stay
y'all.
woke.
Bye.